Here we are, just outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And today is Saturday, August the 6th, 1994. And I'm going to pan over here. We're actually in a community called Los Lunas. And we're visiting Dave's friend from New York, Manny Sabito, and his wife Kathy and her family. And of course, the usual, working on the vehicle. There's David after a hard day of replacing the thermostat. Manny's checking to make sure that everything is all put back where it should be so we can make it past New Mexico. I don't know what the name of those mountains are, but that's east of Albuquerque. Hi, Kathy. What are we fixing here? Clams Casino?
Clams Casino. You want the recipe?
Oh, yes. The Galloping Gourmet here. Where did Susan go? She's hiding around the corner.
Yeah, she's hiding. You could have waited until we got dressed, you know?
Okay, well, okay, so I'll pause this and turn it off, and then we'll show everybody in our go out to dinner finery later.
That's good. I like that idea.
Okay, now we are back again later this evening, and everyone is all ready to go out to eat.
This is Albuquerque, right? We're in Albuquerque, and we're going to Sydney. And I want to know if this guy doesn't look like Tom Adams. Does he look like Tom Adams?
Actually,
definitely.
It's not quite a big city, we're in Los Lunas. It's kind of like out in the country.
It's kind of like out in the country, right?
Yep.
Absolutely right.
Yes.
It's a suburb.
A suburb.
All right, guys?
Hi, Davey.
More like a slum.
Take a picture of Davey.
Davey.
Davey in New Mexico.
And of course, we have to say hi, Nicole.
Say hi, wave to the camera.
There's the movie star.
Oh, look at that.
There's the movie star.
Yes. What do
Or
you
get her mommy. Her mommy just yeah, get her mommy.
Oh, don't hide back there. Those
You're
were
not nice.
excellent Clams Casino. I enjoyed those very much.
Did you like them?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yes, I
okay.
did.
All right, well,
And of course, we have somebody back here playing video games. Adam?
Adam.
You can't take the eyes off the screen, though.
come on.
There he is.
Mom, take a picture of yourself. Look at the mirror.
And there's Susan again.
Yeah, that's nice.
Of course, she's trying to hide her face. Hi, Nicole.
Look at her.
Oh, here comes
Look at her.
Stevie.
Look at her.
Good Stevie.
All right,
Where's
look
Stevie?
at her. Here's Stevie coming in.
My hair was
Stevie's outside.
Well, we'll get him when he comes inside.
My hair was messed up. Let's try that one over again.
Well, that's not. I'm getting wound up in the cord here.
You getting wound up?
Yes,
You're
that
not
looks
gonna get
good.
drunk.
We're going to do a couple quaaludes to wind down. And Maddie is...
You ought to be in movies.
Yeah.
Your grandma dispatched with her?
Uh-oh, no, don't tell me he was a drug addict.
He was, is.
I don't want to hear that. Rush Limbaugh wouldn't like it.
Well, I guess we better sign off for now. We're going to.
Here's Stevie. Look at get Stevie. He's playing with the cats out there. Look at him. Here he comes. And here comes Stevie in the house. Stevie's coming
Hi,
in the
Stevie.
house.
Come on in. Are you all ready?
You really do like to videotape. Why do you play the silly game? Why do all women do that? Why not?
Okay.
You think
If
you're
I do, wouldn't that go like this?
You're not out there. You're
Well, I got that on camera. That was cute.
We got that. You're on camera doing it.
Okay. Well, say goodbye, everybody. We're going to sign off for now.
Oh, that's that one.
Yep, and that's also
that one.
recording.
Okay. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, is it recording now? Because I want to tell you, this, we haven't been using this.
What the
Turn.
heck was that?
What?
It's an index.
Is it working? Okay.
It keeps
I
getting
want to
fuzzy
explain
though.
what's happening here. We're here in Fairport. We're here in Fairport.
Quit
Look at me.
moving.
We're here in Fairport. Look at me. I'm telling them, look at me. We're here in Fairport, and we just got, last night we got into Rochester, okay? We haven't taken any pictures because we found out, we bought a new battery for this thing because we thought the battery was bad. Now we find out that the battery's not making contact, so now we're shafted. So anyways, we can only use this thing wherever we have a plug-in. So that's the situation now. We're in Marlene's house. Marlene Myers, formerly Martz's house. And she's coming right out here in a minute, and we're going to see her. So you just wait. Okay, why don't you turn that off for now until she comes out?
Okay, okay.
Why don't Butchie went to Woodstock. Did you know that? You never knew that?
Hiya, Margaret.
Or whoever, you know.
Or whoever, right,
Oh,
right,
we're gonna show this. We might show this to.
Here's my daughter, Julie.
This is Julie. This is Julie. Who is this?
Nobody.
Hello?
You.
Hello,
I
Ron?
wanted it.
Oh, okay.
You asked me.
Yeah, that's right, earlier.
Oh, just a couple minutes ago.
It's for you, it's Brian.
Oh, it is?
Wait a minute, somebody is on the phone.
Okay. Sorry. Is there somebody on? Yeah?
I don't know.
There is somebody, he said. Hello? Oh, hi.
Oh, I'll pause it for now.
Sorry.
Fine, don't. And you can take a picture at the van and just bring it back to Mom. There's our van. See?
There's Mom.
That's very good.
Van.
All right, van.
Hi. That's
All right,
good.
let's see it, and, you know, whoever is out
We've
there.
now moved outside at Marlene's house.
You're allowed to chew, but
There's
this
Mike
is
by the pool.
This is cinema verite. This is not film noir.
All right.
This is strictly
Yeah.
cinema verite, and we want the essence of you, Mike, more than you.
This is it, I'll see. Hi, Margaret. Margaret, right?
Yeah, she
Well,
loved
Dave.
your shirt.
How about Dave?
And Dave.
Dave,
of
how you
course.
doing, Dave?
Of course,
Remember
Dave.
that poker game when you were halfway half of the bag?
He was always halfway half in the bag.
Let me go try
He
one
wouldn't be able to remember that game. He remembers all the games, you know. All right, well, you have a beautiful yard here. Have you got it? A lovely yard. Yeah.
Ups, and there's our ugly van. A beautiful yard, our ugly van.
Yeah, could you guys come over by the doorway so we could see it?
Yeah.
See it in them good-looking bathing suits. By golly, those are good-looking
Oh,
girls.
wait.
Like,
That's a good-looking boy.
oh, yeah, we got a picture of the boy here, but we
He's a
don't.
film star.
Yeah, we know what he looks like.
He looks like he's wet. Doesn't
All of us.
Did you go in swimming?
Look at him there. And this is New York.
Do you like the pool?
He went
Yeah.
in the pool.
Yeah, he enjoyed the pool.
He likes pool.
What are these girls' names so that we know their names?
John and Chris.
Okay, now we got them.
That's right.
7 and 5.
7 and 5, and aren't they pretty? And they've got bubble gum too.
Yeah, that's right. Runs in the family.
Bubbles down here.
Is-
Mike has got gobs of double bubble.
Stevie's
Mike,
got it
what
too.
we're gonna have to do with you, Mike, we're gonna have to.
Slow motion.
I want you to get some of that stuff that Butchie uses on his hair. We're gonna color that hair, bring back those youthful years.
Yeah.
I-
I couldn't handle it, Dave. This is my excuse, you know?
Yeah, you don't want any of
It's an
those.
excuse, I don't.
You don't want them younger women running down the street after you,
Yeah,
right?
like they would really happen, first of all, and if it ever did, it never happened.
Oh, God. Well, this is a nice home you have here, Mike. We're very pleased with it. We're very pleased with it. And we're thankful we can do the wash, and we got a shower.
Did ya?
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Give this to
All right, well, that's very good. We're going to go on to the next place here.
Dave.
That's right. You only weigh 120 now.
Yeah.
Tell her what your name is, Sherry. Huh? Tell her your name. And here in the camera, look, we got the
Helen DeGraff.
Helen DeGraff. Do you remember this lady from the Oxbow? Huh?
She should.
She better.
Yeah, right.
She better. She's up here with all these widows, Mother. So don't bring Dave around here.
I'm up here getting in trouble as usual.
She's getting in trouble. They've just been partying, and we wanted to get a picture of her before she left. Okay, you take care.
It was nice to meet you.
It was
Helen.
nice
Nice to
meeting
meet
you.
you, too.
Nice meeting you.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, who's this guy with the big ears here? Oh, it's Butchie. Who's this guy with the big ears? Look at this. Look at this. Who does this look like? Boys, does this look like Michael? Look at there. Look at this guy here. I said, who's this guy with the big ears that's Butchie?
You just flashed it in front of the
He
camera
looks like
so quickly.
alfalfa in that picture.
Yeah, that's Julie's little kids.
Look at there. Oh,
Oh, they're freebies.
Yeah, who did we
Today
see?
is
Was that
Saturday,
Julie we saw at the...
August the
Yeah, okay.
13th. I'm in the wrong month. I'm so lost.
My cousin's kids, if I saw them, I wouldn't know who the hell any of them are. You know, the only ones I see are your grandchildren.
You know how many
David.
grandchildren I have?
Man, you got a bunch of them.
What?
I have 17 great-grandchildren.
17 great-grandchildren.
17. I got two.
And you got two, yeah. Two
I'll never see
great-grandchildren.
any great-grandchildren.
Yeah, well, you got started so late.
We met your
But you finally got
great-grandchildren.
'em.
Yeah. What?
We met your great-grandchildren yesterday. We saw them.
Who's? Mine.
Marlene's grandchildren.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Marlene's grandchildren,
Oh, yeah.
right. We didn't meet yours.
Say hello. Margaret's going to be looking at this. Margaret.
Hi, Margaret.
Everybody, yeah, y'all gotta say hello to my mother.
you were here.
We're up here with all the widows.
That's right.
This is Widow City up here.
All of us are widows.
We hit the jackpot. We got everybody at once.
She was.
My mother's been a widow once.
Yeah, that's right.
She got to be a young widow. You know.
Yeah, she did. How old
She
was
was
she? How old was your father when he died?
36. 36, and she was 33, I guess.
Well, she didn't die before him.
She was, no, she was 33.
Oh, she was younger.
Yeah, when he died.
Oh, she was
So-
33 when he died.
Yes.
I see.
They were 33 and 36.
He was a nice. Your father was. a
What is
wonderful
this?
man.
Yeah, well,
What is
Huh?
this woman that was married? What's she like?
you know, she's young,
I know she's young. She's only in her 20s, isn't she?
but she looks older. I mean, she doesn't look young. She just looks older. She's more, I don't know. You know, when I heard that he was going with this chick, you know, I thought I was going to see some flashy chick. But she seemed more like a homebody
Does
kind
she?
of, I don't know.
Is he married to her?
I guess he is. Is he married to her?
He's
You ought to
supposed
know.
to
You're,
be. He's
I
supposed
from
to
all,
be, I
from what I
guess.
know, I don't
I
see
don't know.
him.
I don't see him.
I honestly don't see him, sis. When I'm in town, I'll call Sherlyn, and when we were back the one time we saw him, didn't we, son? We got to see Butchie come over.
I don't know what day that was.
When
At Christmas?
I don't know when the hell it was, but we did get to see him. He wasn't married
We
yet
didn't
then.
see him at Easter when we were there.
No, this must
He
have been.
supposedly just got married recently.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
Sherlyn said.
I don't know, you know. I don't know, Butchie ain't the same guy he used to be.
Isn't he?
I don't think so. He's not as friendly as he used to be. Kind of an outgoing guy.
Yeah.
But I don't, he's mad. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and this is what I told Butchie. And this is the God's honest truth. I don't bullshit. I'll tell you straight
That's
up.
right.
I said, you're married. You got this wife. You got these 3 kids. You finally got the son you wanted, and they were having problems. I don't know what their problem is.
What? Oh, she's an antique dealer now. She quit teaching. She was a teacher for a while. She was teaching, and she's a dealer. She does very well. She loves it. She travels all over. I don't see her enough.
Does she ever come out west or anything?
No, she never come up there. Just keep filming me. She lives in
Hey, you
Rochester,
won't.
so I see her quite often. She's on the go a lot.
I haven't,
Close enough, you
I
don't
don't
need
know what
to
the hell she looks like anymore.
I
But
haven't got any pictures of her. Debbie.
her daughter, right? Debbie. If she came in, I remember when she was going with that skinny guy.
Doug?
The kid from school, wasn't it?
Doug, yes,
She
for
was
a long time.
He
Doug
was a
has-
skinny kid, wasn't he?
Well, he was small. Oh, he was a sweetheart. We just loved him. We hoped they'd get married. They went together a long time and they split up. He's married now and has 2 kids.
Is there, right?
But Debbie never married. I don't think so. She's very good looking. She's too damn it. She is. I'll tell you. She's gonna do something. She's gonna do it regardless of who cares.
That's 2 weeks or something.
That's the way she
I'm
is.
gonna tell you something. I don't
You two don't.
think
Yes.
marriage is for
I'm missing
everybody.
her
I
answer
don't
line.
think, it's not always.
Yeah. She's 38 years old.
I can think of a hell of a lot of pretty people that should have never
Well,
got
that's
married.
true, I know. And she has a good time. She goes, she's got friends everywhere. And she enjoys what she's doing. So the only thing I don't like is just like Gail, she's always trying to tell me what to do. Ma, you should do this episode Gail does.
Hello.
Do you give her help?
Like you
I
don't
don't
know.
know anything,
You say, don't you know this is I'm the mother, you're the daughter.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. They think as we get old, we don't know anything.
I try to be the dutiful son. I was not the dutiful son before. I was a pain in the ass when I was a teenager. I wasn't too good in my 20s, but hopefully
You've got a good mother.
I have atoned for
Oh.
that.
She's a sweetheart. Yeah.
Hopefully I atoned for that. But
Well,
they're
Debbie's
both-
a real good daughter, but I bet
I got
she's
taken
just,
my picture.
she's gonna do what she's gonna
Huh?
do.
You
I
taking
don't
my
stick my nose
picture?
in, Dave.
Yep.
I'm gonna do what you want.
Sis, was that Marlene?
You know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she, just called to,
Did you tell her you had company?
yeah, she says, come on, she was gonna have me come over for supper, but I told her I just didn't.
Yeah, that's right. Just
Yeah,
take
you
the
just
party.
went to the party there.
We just did the thing back in the hall, we had that chicken barbecue.
And they had the best 2 women playing, one accordion and one guitar. And the damn people were so
Some
noisy.
old women, all they did is
Damn,
blab all the
they didn't
while.
shut up at all. Made me mad, you know.
You know, in these complexes here, there's 13 of them, and there's 8 apartments in each one.
So funny in here.
And most all of them are old women.
Women tried every way. There was an older lady and an older one. They
And
were
they never shut their mouth, 2 minutes.
No, they wouldn't shut
Blab,
up.
blab, blab, all
They
through
just
all-
ignored them, really, didn't
Yeah, that was terrible, I thought, and they were so darn.
they? I thought they were really good.
Most of them
find one who can dance in here, you're doing good, right?
I bet they're looking in the wall.
I say, you know, I always used to.
Any men in here?
There's a few got their husband. Well, there's two over in that building over there.
You know, it's funny, my Uncle Leonard, you know, I always call him Uncle Leonard, I don't give a shit. You know, we used to roast him, you know.
Signing off for us.
I always thought he was such a funny guy, you know.
I'm just glad we saw you.
Alright, I'm recording.
Stop and say goodbye to you before I leave.
I'm
Look at here, look at
recording. I can barely see because there's light behind you. It makes you look dark.
Because I'll see you tomorrow on the side.
Yeah, look, make sure you get this, and we'll show this to Butchie too if we can find him.
Yeah.
I can get better when I'm like.
You're gonna give a message, say,
Take some of his mother and let
Butchie, call home, Butchie.
Yeah, okay. What did you want to say? You want Butchie to call home?
Yes, well, he did call home on Mother's Day. Talk to him,
Well,
tell him what you want.
If we show this to him, we'll
Just
tell.
give me a call, Butchie.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Just remember,
Yeah.
she's your mother.
Before you go to New Guinea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, stay with the old Guineas. And here's,
Oh, you don't need to see me, you know.
oh,
Enough of you.
ladies, we're gonna hit the road.
Well,
All right.
it's been so nice seeing you.
Yeah,
I'll see
I
you tomorrow
wish-
then.
I
I'll tell
wish
Johnny
you'd
you're gonna
stay
stop
there.
Yeah,
down.
we'll stop down there and
Yeah.
we'll give you a quick look in before we leave. How's that?
Okay.
And we'll
Okay.
make sure that you guys aren't, you know, drinking too much beer or something.
We'll take it.
You know, take it easy. on
Bye.
this. We don't want you doing too much cocaine over here, you know. Just turn it
Hey,
off
it's
for a minute.
Sunday, August
We'll
14th,
play
and
it
here we
back.
are at Bill Foster's house.
Okay, where are we?
Go right there.
These little trees.
Where are we, Sue?
In Fairport, New York.
Fairport.
This is Fairport, New York.
Fairest place in
It's
the
a
world.
beautiful day.
Would you do the introductions?
I'm freezing my couillons.
Your
off.
mother will want to see this.
Yeah, my mom will want to see this. This is from my mom.
Show a picture of the yard.
Of course, you know your grandson, but this is Mike
This
Nevitt.
is Mike Nevis. This is Canner Foster over here.
I'll
I'm
take
Rabbi
my
Nevis.
sunglasses off. Yeah.
We just had the Seder.
Now you got to take the hat off too, just for a brief moment.
my
Okay,
God, who
that's
is that
enough.
old man?
Let me take
It
my
just all went out of focus.
Let me take my pants.
Too
all
much
went out of
contrast.
focus.
Too much
All out of
contrast.
focus.
Put the glasses on. Where's
You-
Barbara?
Barb.
Barbara.
Barb.
Barbara.
Barb.
Come on, ladies.
Margaret wants you in the picture.
You gotta
Baby,
be in the
don't.
picture. Barb. What? You guys come on over here. We're taking the tape. We want you in the tape. My mother will see you in the tape.
It's time for Barbara Nevis to show up.
This is Barb and Kathy.
Barbara's only 45 years old.
Couple years ago.
That's she's done on one side. Oh, look at those.
Ooh,
Boy.
look at those pickles.
I wish I could grow one like that, huh, Bill?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
They have a
Okay.
book about those things. It's a funny book.
Yeah.
Cucumber book.
And this is Mrs. Foster,
Mrs. Canner Foster.
and she has prepared the Seder meal today.
It's hiding in the trees.
Stevie.
We belong to
Look
it.
at it. See this?
Yes,
right.
what a lovely couple.
They're just like they're on their honeymoon.
Yep.
This is for my mother. My mother's this.
When we got married, this tree was a little stick. Now look at it.
We are married right
Well,
here.
you're a
Yeah,
little
right here in this
stick.
backyard. Yep. It looked like that little stick there. Now it's a big stick.
Yeah, this tree was really
Oh.
tiny.
We're in the backyard now. Now,
And Connie was a foster child. Now she's Connie Foster.
it's exciting out here. We had
You know
some
who
ice
these people
cream.
are here?
Huh? Look,
I bet.
this
And
is
there's
Neil
Dave, and
Diamond.
there's Steve.
There's Neil Diamond.
Alias Groucho
Here,
Marx.
show him your bald spot, Mike. We've already showed him here.
Yeah, we don't have to go like that. One guy just go like that. He has to turn around. He's got trouble.
He'll be in the picture.
This is the direct consequence of getting old, right
He's
here.
going to be a center.
Thank you.
He's going to be a center for the football team.
Yeah,
What
he
does that
is.
mean?
He just ate a half a gallon of ice cream.
He went
All
downtown
by
and everybody was
himself.
calling him Bubbles.
Ow.
You know?
He's tiny bubbles.
He went down to walk across the canal bridge and everybody called him Bubbles when he went
That's
down.
right.
Hey, where have you been all these years?
We said the big B. Stevie, get in the picture. Where you going, bud?
Huh?
Why is it
We're all,
blue?
Why
we're all
don't you
here
tell
in
You know, this is
Fairport,
like
New York,
it here?
waiting
Here,
for
Mom,
the
let
sun
me
to come
tape,
down.
and then you can be in the picture.
Look at all, everything's all green here.
I've been waiting for the sun to come up all day.
Green
Gotta
and
get my
red.
shirt that says animal across.
Blutus. Brutus? Or
Bubble.
Bubbles.
You
Mom,
don't
let
have
me
anything to
tape, and
say.
then you can be
Do
in
it.
the picture.
That's right. San Antonio, yeah.
Okay, we're going to turn this over to Stevie here for a second. I'm going to pause it. Now, does it say REC up in the top?
Yes, it does. And we are painting the happy little tree. I'm taping.
Another consequence of getting old. You get old, you get hair growing out of your ears.
You dork! I thought. Oh
That's what I
man.
brought, yeah.
I did you see these things?
That's on the tape.
Man, I gotta kick your butt.
Well, next year you can go to the next year's carnival.
You leave him there for Billy.
So this is a moving picture
We're gonna
camera.
do
We're all
Lydia the
standing
tattoo
posing.
lady.
Shall we dance in a circle?
Lydia, oh Lydia, have you met old Lydia? She was the tattooed lady.
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready to take a picture. So why don't you take a picture of them?
A little background music. How about that?
We're all here.
And this is Stevie waving to us.
Whose glasses
Send
are
us some of
those?
these
Those your
pictures.
glasses?
Send us the
We
pictures.
said those.
Yeah, we got
We've got glasses.
I know, these are the shades.
These are the
Now,
shades.
now point it at Billy and let's see if Billy has changed.
Have I changed it?
Oh man, this is heavy.
Look at this. Look at
Stevie,
that.
don't keep moving, it gets fuzzy.
Oh, jeez, it disappeared.
I can make it go away if I want.
Yeah.
Like when you go,
You can't
hold
hold
your
your
beach.
breath
You
go to the beach,
You walk by the pretty girls.
I'm gonna do the duck walk now. Ready? Here's the duck walk. Ready?
Catch
Catch that?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, man, we'll have to call it the cardiopulmonary for you.
How do we do this?
He does these things and they're afraid he comes in. The next day when it's watching.
Why, he's lame?
I can't move my legs.
Miles.
Oh no.
You can't even get up.
I got the cigar, right?
I would say
They're
that,
weird people.
Give me a little grouch, would you please?
Oh.
No, you're not.
He has the legs of a boy of 20, right? And the boy wants him back.
That's right.
How's it going, Stevie? You still getting
Once
this?
in a while he'll get a.
Everybody put their glasses upside down.
Stevie, you pointing
What is he doing there? Make sure he's
Let me get-
pointing at Mike's watch. Oh,
What is
you recording? You
What's
got to
today?
take the cap off, though.
Oh, I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
I wonder why I couldn't get a picture.
Maybe you divorce you when he's on the
But what is today? Today is Monday, the 15th of August.
Who said this guy?
Hang on a second. You know something? I must have hit the pause with my thumb. So I'm going to keep taping him because I had the pause on. I don't know how long I had it on.
You don't know how long you have. Well, we'll keep talking to him anyway, right?
Yeah.
Take a picture of that folder and get a microphone.
We'll get the money for that.
Back it up, send it.
Who's this big guy? Who's this big fella? Say hi, Morgan.
Hi, Merle. Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Look at that. You know who this guy is? He's a bouncer. He just threw me out.
Yeah, I'm the little guy.
He's a little guy. He's the other key guy.
talking to somebody.
Who is? Huh?
Betty.
Here's Lois.
So
Margaret used to feed her
Margaret, no
Used to feed her
stay.
She plays
This is the girl that's the great grandmother. No, this is the one that's the great grandmother.
grandma.
She's the grandmother.
It's too bad he ain't here.
Yeah.
Somewhere around here. I met Roxanne
There's lasagna and stuff in
I'm glad I didn't start out young and have them babies. I'd still be single if Abe would have come out there and told my mother. Yeah, how long were you a virgin? You were a virgin till you were about 35, 40, weren't you? About 14.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I suffered.
There you go. I remember there was one of those sheep that were real cute
I
down
thought
in the
it was
farm,
like
weren't
that
they?
with me, but someone's coming to look at the tractor tonight. Oh. So,
Were men or men and the sheep are afraid.
I'll tell you, that was my oldest one.
Ooh,
It's
look
kind of an
Got
old
home from work,
picture,
he couldn't
but.
find Ruthie, she must have, he said, I don't know, she went back to the point of where she went, so.
But you know
I said,
what?
well, come over if you can, you know.
Twinsies. They go, baby.
Yeah, she said she got the pill, she gave me the whole pill.
You got it. Well, that's what you told me.
I know that. I know that.
I told her, that's my grandson. Around a quarter of one, or one, somewhere around there today, and I let it ring and ring. Oh, well, maybe that's what it was. Billy, you better be careful. That way you're going forward.
There you go.
Maybe she went to Canada.
You know where it is, one
No, I don't, but she was gonna go for that test tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is bad. That is bad. You nailed it, buddy. When they're taking a shower and flush the toilet, whatever it's about.
Because I didn't want her to feel slighted.
She said she's tired and I can speak to her. Why wait? Did I say he was all clean?
Yeah, he is. He's there. I need to ask where Ernie is.
Home is
He's getting bad.
Is he getting bad? He's getting old.
Old and senile and won't leave the house.
No, I haven't been around Craig. What's it look like? New ones?
Why is it cooking pastry? Oh, I'm just saying, do I work going to be or we are? Oh, God.
I already talked to that.
So now, where do they?
I already talked to Dave and we're.
Yes, okay.
Hey, Betty.
Come in here. I'm gonna get a close-up of you. Get a close-up.
I know we should go to play tennis.
Yeah, and I got 20% off because of CVS.
Hi, I'm Ernie's favorite son-in-law.
Well,
Yeah,
that's all
right.
the things.
He doesn't have a favorite son-in-law.
He hates them all.
How about Chuck Allers? He still around?
You tell him this, Doug. You tell him, ha-ha.
What about, all the Eversheds are dead there, right? All the Louis and all them guys? Oh, yeah.
Boy, I
I
three.
can't remember anything. Where do you live?
Three pictures.
And we'll continue this again in a little bit.
Recording, but I am.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
You say frosting? Right here.
Yeah, yes, again.
I used to be 11.
You'll be 11 in a month.
You'll be 11?
Yeah.
And the other one's 12.
I used to be 7 and I was 8.
You aren't taking anything, are you?
I'm 36 again. Mom's 39 and a half.
Right, and holding.
What is it?
The eternal holding pattern.
I'm,
Baby, get this, baby.
So he fixes up the trash. It's like a...
Special. Now move.
Oh. Right on the glass. Got all the goodies, man.
Hello. Hello.
only 3 in the
not me.
Oh, good. Oh, gee.
Come on, Jess.
I'm going to work.
Going with mother.
Oh, she said you could pour in the truck. You better ask her.
Bye.
Ow.
She's taking this.
What can we sing if we know?
Well, that did it for our repertoire.
Let's do a country song. Here we go.
I have friends in low
places.
Yep, you do.
I know. Can you go?
Now, wait, come here.
They're in China.
Look at it's Ray.
Really?
No, it isn't. Stop.
My voice still isn't back to normal. It's still kind of.
Hit it.
Hello.
How are you? Okay. He's ready here.
Yeah, we're in the room a little bit. I'll follow you. You can stand there and tape the radio.
Hi, people. And there's Kim. Today is blah blah blah. And we're at blah blah blah.
I got some coffee to bring on Sunday. I got a package of decaffeinated.
Done, dog.
Yeah, I better go
I got one of your yesterday. I had potatoes and I got to bring that back. Oh, in a jar.
And he said there's no ice spike can't come up.
I know. I said, I said, don't salt throw it. I didn't let my like
I have bought more candles already.
Dark in here.
Okay, I guess you're ready.
Okay.
We'll see you.
There's Grandpa's sister in the white. Smoking her cigarette. Hi. Ow.
Hi, Sarah.
This thing's hurting her. Ow.
No.
Yeah, right.
You know, you're all on camera. He's sitting here.
Don't say anything you'll regret. If you do,
Hey, Mom.
know what it is. So.
Are we talking to Mary?
my camera.
Hey, make a nice sound. Smile. Thank you. Might be in the movie. You never come down.
Maybe something funny will happen and then we can send it to America's Funniest Home Videos.
Right, and you could do it.
Yeah. Especially with me with the gray hair.
We are the American Funniest Video or whatever it is.
Like Bruce used to say years ago,
I don't want you to go home with her.
we have a picnic, right? He'd get the white shader girls together. He might go out in the barn and start talking because she's not going to get a word in it.
Who just passed by me? Hey, this will look cool. She's taking pictures. Look at that was pretty cool. No, it's just like this.
I got some other ones come out. Let's catch a flash. They didn't have any pictures of David. Our David's a yellow one down there.
So far, nothing good has happened.
No.
Say hi to the camera once more. I'll be going into the...
These are just ones that David stuck it in somewhere.
I don't know why I know. I have a hard time too.
And there's a weirdo sitting in there. I have no idea who it is.
On the plane, then back on to come out.
He's drinking something. Ow, man, this is hurting my shoulder.
He goes, why you going home? I never went there. And I said, well, I called.
Because it would be so cool if we could do like a reunion. Get Fritz and Lillian and Dave and Margaret.
Mom, do you want to hold this?
And everybody
Turn it off now, honey.
Oh, it's hurting my elbow.
Good, we'll stop it.
To do the same. So he said, Ernestine, he said, I'm not signing
Good.
it. She said, will you sign it off? And he said,
Should
like
teach
hell.
you how to do something like that.
They signed it. He said, they can stick the government.
Oh my God, is that what he gets? $24, $34?
He don't get it anymore because he wouldn't sign the paper.
Oh my God.
Well, they didn't hold the mortgage on the old homestead.
Well, Ernestine does. That was Popsy after Emma, Mary Emma, whatever, when she died.
Well, then her wife.
Yeah. He took
got
Chuck
all
and
your stuff?
Ernestine down to Nashville
What?
and gave them.
Aren't you the nanny around here? Don't you have all this
The
stuff?
maid, not the nanny.
80 maid.
That's right.
I was so about
the
I
nanny,
used
you'd
to go
see lock
swing there,
tape.
you know, when I went down there, I went down in the winter. And I'd stop there, you know, and I always, everybody always thought it was crazy. But once I got down there, we really thought you're nuts. I look like shit, you know? And they used to stick me
I'll go
in
down and see if they
the
got it.
room with Pop to sleep. I had to sleep in the other bed.
Yeah.
And he goes in, he gets ready for bed. Remember, it's February. I don't give a shit if it's Arkansas. He opens that window up.
Oh my God.
And I'm freezing my balls off. You know, he opens that window up.
Can you beat that?
And he breaks out the brandy every night. And he's got blackberry brandy, and he pours a shot. I have to wake up to piss 3 times because he's got the window open. I've been drinking beer all day. And I'm 25 or something like that. I froze my ass off.
Oh my God. No, you didn't. It's still there.
It's still there? Who says?
Betty and Bobby.
Oh, well, it's already down. No. Huh?
I love that picture.
They snuck up behind
That is a good picture, but,
I think they ought to send that to that Democrat and Chronicle picture thing that they have. I think it's the cutest picture.
Well, the one that I like that they got out. I think we're going to show you.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And it's moving.
We snuck up behind him and took it. Yeah, we did. Didn't even know we did it. We gave
All
it
right,
to him for
and
your
he's
anniversary.
going in, he's back and forth, back and forth. That's how they did it.
I love it.
Let's see, David, show it here.
Get it down.
See, this is Betty and Bobby, but you only see their back. You gotta be observant. I don't think my mother or my stepfather are gonna know who the hell it is from the back.
You just told him.
My mother can't even tell who it is from the front sometimes, you know?
I got you.
You took the picture then.
He tell you about the time he was working at the
I wouldn't know what to do with one kid. She said, Grandma, I'm going to tell you something. Well, why?
They snuck up behind him and he grabbed a
They got her now. She knows how to do it.
You're
embarrassed about it?
Look at it down
I had thousands of them and I
Then
didn't.
when he was wearing these, Shannon, he had to come and sit in the chair. She put him around the chair, but they didn't go to get up, and I looked at the chair.
Them pants look like something you ought to wear in heel on. Huh? You and your samples.
We went
I
to
gotta wait for her now.
he had it made.
I had them, I wear my
I think they're at
interviews,
the
I got
park.
jobs because I had them damn
And,
things. Sure, I got overalls. I don't wear them to work, and I actually wear them for interviews. If you want to look real folksy, you put them on. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now, David,
Well, we haven't
what
gone
about
the last couple of years
I
because
live in Nuevo, California.
I don't know, when
south of
Bruce
south of
was
Riverside.
doing a little fire.
David,
you know,
David.
it was fun.
What?
Show her on the map where it is. There's the
Yeah,
map.
here, I'm gonna show you on the map here, if we can find it.
You know what? Don't remind me about it, because I don't know.
runs the map, but David, well.
Davey, you know where Buffalo Road is? Sure. Don't go that way, you'll get lost.
Don't go
You
there.
turn left.
You know, that's what my cousin Billy told me. I think we were going Buffalo Road, remember when we got on the freeway? Let's see, here, where the hell are
You
we?
go up the freeway,
Yeah,
there's a church.
freeway, and they charge you, right?
Okay.
Here's Riverside right here.
Yeah, Nuevo
What are you
is
looking
right,
for?
it doesn't even show Nuevo, it's right there.
David, turn the page.
Turn the page,
David, turn the page and you can see the LA area, including our street.
Yeah, I'll show you the LA area.
Well, not gonna make any difference, I would expect it is.
This here,
No difference to me, I came
this is the Southern California area.
That's why I've got a,
What do you want?
It's really funny. Here's, Glendale, Pasadena, Burbank, Hollywood. She's going out to live with them goddamn hillbillies. Here, Hollywood, Freeway, West Hollywood.
Did you like it out there?
yeah, Lois and I are going back out there, we're gonna talk to
There's
Havoc.
a lot of work out there,
Right here.
is there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's street.
Hey, true.
We down there.
No,
Look at that.
Katie and
We gotta
Ruthie
go all the way.
both
If I go
work.
for an interview,
Kay works for that tour.
Fly or dry?
She doesn't work.
I think that's
Katie. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's the one who does the tour. Yeah. Now, when we were out there, she wasn't working. Then she started up with
You
her
think
live
Chevy
thing.
Chevy?
See, I
And
stayed,
then a couple of weekends, I think
out
a
Central
month.
California for
Takes 2-3
years.
days
Year
to
Margaret
get
was
you
born.
down.
That was the year
In
Margaret
fact,
was
when I
born.
called her, she said she had just gotten back. In August, she
Well,
was
this
going
friend of my
again, I guess.
dad's.
So she
got
does
killed,
that.
and I went to see her.
Exactly.
Sure, I was over in Mexico.
They
and
don't,
I got
they work a
drunk
lot.
out.
Oh, they do. They started,
Uh,
he said they don't,
Theo,
they work
and
at
all
the,
that. They take stuff out of cactus.
oh, Kaiser, that's right,
White.
Kaiser. I mean, Pete was working
And
double
all of a
shifts,
sudden,
17 hours.
maybe that was it.
Really?
I'll never
Well, I
forget
got there on a
Yeah, I've been in-
Saturday,
You
he
mean,
didn't stop up
yeah,
like on
tequila,
Sunday.
mezcal.
I really didn't see
Yeah,
him until
tequila,
like
that's what it
Thursday,
was.
we had one picnic now.
Then I went to the palace.
So much overtime.
boy.
But he said they gotta take advantage of it while they got it.
In Mexico, yeah.
You were there.
I was there for a
But he said that's one of the bigger factories, you know, to work in. So there's not a lot of jobs.
That's what we can do.
I was gonna be 21 because Margaret.
Their minimum wage was higher there.
Margaret's the youngest, and I was pretty 20 when she was born.
Take the air mattress, put it in the.
What did she say?
She said she spent a year in Mexico when you were born. A year in El Centro when you were born.
Well, I was home until after mother had operations, then I was.
57 years ago.
Some of them hats in your movies? Yeah. I got one with Mookie Mania on you. Mookie Mania? Is that right?
Bruce got about 250 hats, so maybe he could send you one.
Well, I only wear the dumpster ones that my stepfather has.
Oh,
He gets
okay.
them all out of the dumpster.
Oh, David?
He goes through that dumpster, man.
They're
I don't do. I get top bottles out of them, but I don't pick.
Okay, because I was going to say, you could stay at our house.
Oh, thank you, but we do
Yeah,
have
Fritz
so much.
maybe.
Okay, because I was going to say, you could, we have the pull-out bed and a double air mattress and stuff like that. So, you take showers, do your laundry, whatever.
Yeah, we've been doing that on the run.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
How long you stayed in Margaret been married?
44 years. Seems like only yesterday.
I'll never forget. Well, I was, who was getting married?
Now,
Not
how
me.
old was Uncle Trey on his birthday? Was he
Your mother. You know how your mother.
No, it's like here's my lottery ticket, when am I gonna?
She came, Margaret came to the house, not the wedding gift, I think it was the lamp or something, the wrap and paper and everything. I don't know who she had to do it up on, your mother. Well, I got to have more fun with her.
That's what I
Does
thought.
David still dance?
They would like to dance, but they don't dance, you know, I mean, let's face it.
It's real slow.
You know, they're not doing much dancing, no.
Now, they still go every day to senior citizen lunches?
He's 74.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's 8.5 years younger than her. And she's 83.
Well, I'm gonna be 77 though, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right, because there's 43 years, David's the 20th of December, and I'm the 29th of
He
January.
is active. Why over his back? You're going dancing?
Not anymore.
That day we went to the,
Well, I
that
did up
house up there to a short track.
Like, see,
And
we
they
went
sit
to a
on the
wedding, my
bus,
friend
you
and
know,
I
with
got
a
friends
wall
in
in
Canada.
the
Oh, yeah.
And
And
he's
as
10
soon as
years
he
old, and I,
stopped
we
in
danced.
front of that place, why it was like the
Sherry.
goddamn
Oh,
start.
big box.
And they say, they had these bags, these star bags with them in them. And they bring you the damn pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're putting them in the
I could have been buttoned up there
Oh,
for
you
the
want
last
some
time.
more? Oh, they were wonderful. Have you got any more ham? You know, I was so
I don't know.
No, no.
Why, oh God, you probably put it in the microwave.
I've known them.
But can you imagine these pancakes when they're cold and warm?
Not in a shopping bag.
No, they're good when you
I don't
take
think
it.
I don't go for that. I don't bring anything home from the
You're
restaurant.
goddamn right. I eat what's on their table.
Yeah. If I got a ham of steak left, I don't even bring it home.
You're goddamn
No
right.
way.
I don't feel bad, but I've got arthritis in my spine.
Did you go to the Canadian
I don't, and I gotta go for tests.
No, I haven't been to any tennis tournaments in a long time.
I'll be 77 years
I
old.
wanna go up there.
I wanna go to the Canadian Open again.
And Freddie was
So how
just
long are you going for this time when you go?
They're nice. I've seen them.
So you mean if I go with you, I can stay as long as you
Oh,
stay?
you ain't going
Oh,
with
come
me.
on. We gotta give him a run for his money. The whole, he said, make sure that Lois and that Mookie don't come together. I can't handle the whole deal. That's what he said before I left. The two of you don't come together.
You know what? We're fun. Just go out and go.
What time is it?
We're here.
He called me the wild one. That wild one. I thought you ain't seen none yet. Janet's been here.
Oh, gosh. The four of us.
Make a meatloaf, wish we could take it over there. The one time, one bite that you want, and I sit at the table.
Your arms are full.
One bite that you couldn't eat. He said, if you had I'd marry you.
Have a seat down there.
Go to the place. When you go by that place, it seemed like the house sat back further.
I know.
Because
Well, yeah, the road is
I
wider.
don't know if I got littler or what, you know.
No, the road is wider.
Yeah.
I remember while we were living there, they widened that road. Is that going on?
Yeah,
you
say
have
hi to your
hello to Margaret and Dave.
Hello, Margaret. Hello, Dave.
Say hello because they're older people. They're old people.
So what can I say?
Just keep on talking.
They'll listen to us.
Keep on talking. Just keep on talking what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, Sue took all these kind of pictures of. Well, I can't remember. Yeah, I think.
Now, Sue, you mean Jackie's daughter?
Yeah, she's in Pennsylvania.
I thought she was in New York.
She was in New York, and then she moves to Pennsylvania. You know, Pat's there.
I know it.
That was kind of shocking, you know,
That
being there.
surprised me.
I had seen her 2 months before she died. I had a picnic at
But
her.
how'd she look?
You know what's funny, but I said, I wonder how she's feeling to somebody. And they says, why? I says, I didn't know how to explain it, but I knew she was different.
Yeah.
And she was really glad to see me.
And she had the cancer for a while.
No, she died in 2 weeks.
She didn't know she had the
She
cancer?
never knew she had it.
Wow, that's
Well,
the way to
how
go.
about Jackie Kennedy was like that?
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's right. She was out walking the
She
week
kind of
before in
reminded me
Central
she
Park.
kind of looked like Pat.
I used to tell Pat that.
She kind of looked like
She looked like Pat when they were
Looked like
young.
Jackie.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Now, how is Jack doing though?
Oh, he's a millionaire.
He's a millionaire. I'm getting right down there. I like to have millionaires in my family.
I don't know.
How did he get to be a millionaire?
Well, he's the owner of that,
Oh, he's got
where he
business?
works, where he got hired there, and then what do they give you, stocks and bonds? Now there's 3 owners, and he's one of them.
Really?
You should see his house. What do they call those things?
He's got a bigger house than you?
You know those
Everybody
things
does.
they put porches on, upstairs and all over? There's a name for it.
Verandas.
No.
What is it,
It's
Sue?
wrong.
What is it? Sue, you gotta tell us what it is.
I don't know.
You know, they're like porches. You walk out of your bedroom onto
Yeah,
them.
a deck or a veranda or.
God, I don't know. He's got 6 of them. That's how many rooms. I will not go. I wouldn't go there and live because I got lost twice in the house. So don't tell me
Now, does he have a lot of girlfriends?
Yes, and he had an awful time the last time because she wanted to get married. And
I know
they
the
all
feeling.
wanted
Look
to get
what
married.
happened to me. I got married. She wanted to get married, and I got married
And
after
if
a
he
while.
had $1 million, he'd chase you more.
Oh, absolutely. The more money you got, the more they want to get married.
Yeah, look what you got, and you had nothing to offer.
I didn't have any money. I was broke.
Yeah, you must have had something going. I don't know what it was.
Well, I had a big ego.
Oh,
You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Big shoulders.
Well, anyhow, this last one,
Yeah?
he had given her a diamond ring, but he's had about 6. But then
You know what he sounds? He sounds like Leonard when that woman wanted to marry him and he went down to put the money in the parking meter and he never came back.
He never came back. Yeah, they all wanted to marry Leonard too, didn't they? He had quite a few. And
No, you're the only one that married him, though.
I know, I was the only sucker.
He went, that woman.
He really loved me. He loved me till he died.
I'm sure he did.
But when he wasn't with the one he loved the one he was with.
There's a song like that.
That's right. That's what I
with the
think.
one you love the one you're with.
Right. And I don't know.
Well, that woman Ida Mae came to me when I was down there.
Yeah, she thinks I'm so nice.
Well, she said to me, she said, is Leonard funny or something? She said, he doesn't want to talk about marriage. And I noticed Bill doesn't talk about marriage either.
And
She
you
says-
never hear this
she
one
says,
talking
"Is that
about
right, the
marriage
family?"
either. They must take after me.
That's right.
You know.
And she says, is that right in the family? They don't want to get married? I says, well, geez, I don't know, I said, I'm married, I don't know.
I've had so many chances. Men like to bullshit with me. Even when we were at the picnic Sunday, I never met this guy. But he's only a guy about your age. I don't know.
A younger man?
Yeah, but it was funny. He met me, and here he says, let's dance. You know, we're dancing and we're joking. Do you know he really enjoyed himself? It was the nonsense. Well, if I can get someone that makes me laugh, they don't have to, you know.
They don't have to do the other stuff.
They don't have to leave that stuff for somebody else. Leave the good stuff for somebody else. But you know, it is funny. But you know, I was going to say about Jack.
Jack, yeah.
You know, he always looked young for his age.
Does he still look young?
He still looks young.
Does he look like Pat Boone anymore?
He looks younger than Pat Boone. I'm telling you. And you know what?
How old is he? I don't even know.
Well, I was
5 years older than you?
I was 22 when I had him.
Oh, wow.
And so then
You'll be 81.
I'll be 81. So it'll be 56. 58.
58?
Whatever.
Geez. That's young.
They're all senior citizens now, aren't they? All my sons, I guess.
We all got an AARP card. I'm 52.
How old you gotta be a senior?
Oh, to get the AARP is
Yeah.
50, so we got it. We're all cooking. We're cooking.
Come
You know, I was going to go see Bobby and Philip, but I thought I'd go, you can't see them together. They don't talk to each other, right?
I have no idea. Margaret's always interested. I don't get involved.
Yeah, but I thought I could go and see him, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't, you gotta go.
Dorothy, nice to hear from
I
you.
saw Billy Ritchie.
How's the vacation? Good.
I saw his mom, so
Oh, did you?
yeah. I stayed in the yard, in Billy Ritchie's yard in the van on the way out. Then, we got up in the morning, went over to where Ruthie worked at the laundromat.
Yeah.
And then we drove out. We drove out to Fairport. I'd stopped in a couple places in town. But I got there on the way, I saw them, and I thought, well, I've seen them, you know, what the heck. But then they came out to the carnival in Fairport because their son, all 3 of them, Billy and his wife, and Lucy, his mother, all come out to carnival in Fairport because Billy's son is a cop in Fairport.
Yeah.
And he looks like him. You know, he's a big, tall, blonde-haired kid. He's beefier even
He
than
is
Billy.
nice.
And he's a cop, Brian. So he was like in the parade for the. We just happened to be there for the parade, and the carnival was wonderful.
Good.
And we got to see all kinds of people. I've been staying with Billy Foster. He's married, you know.
Yeah.
He's got an older woman. He's married to a
Yeah,
woman.
but they turned out good with her, didn't he?
Yes.
I mean, everybody is laughed because he was a born-again Christian. I says anything is better, because the last, before that, when I saw him, I felt so sorry for they little kid. They both look so sick.
Anything that works is wonderful.
I always thought it was.
I had to quit drinking too.
Yeah.
I haven't had a drink in 10 years.
I think it's good. I never knocked it. No,
I was drinking. I couldn't hit my ass with both hands. I was drinking so much. So, but I'm up for that. Haven't had a drink. Look at this.
Oh, what do we got? Something coming up from the deep here.
Hey, now go slow so she can get your picture. RJ, especially you.
RJ?
I'm not even in this.
Yeah, come on, yeah, they want
Here's what we want you to do, RJ. We want you to look in that camera and say, hi, Margaret and Dave.
Aunt Margaret and
Aunt Margaret and Uncle Dave.
Say hello.
Can you say that?
What?
You gotta look in there. Say, hi, Aunt Margaret and Uncle Dave.
Hi, Aunt Margaret and Uncle Dave.
And you tell her who you are.
I'm RJ.
You're RJ? Yeah, but she wants to know who you are. How are you related to this old lady?
I'm RJ Albuquerque.
How are you related to this old lady here?
She's my great
You
grandma.
must say John is my dad.
John is my dad.
There you go.
Okay.
And Jack is?
Jack is my grandpa.
And this old lady here is?
My great grandma.
Hey, we nailed it. We got it nailed. And you know who he looks like?
Take your hat
He
off
looks like
now,
his
so
dad.
they'll see your white hair.
Yeah, he's got white hair. If I took my hat off, they could see I don't have any hair. See, fellas? But he's got white hair.
He's in movies.
I'm in the movies.
Yeah.
He comes on TV.
I come on TV sometimes.
And I
fellas.
tell him that,
Get out.
you know, and I try to explain.
Get out.
He's got a lot of relatives. Oh, yeah. Tell RJ, tell her who all these kids are.
Who are these
Point
guys?
to them and say,
This is Lee,
Lee?
Andy, and Pat.
Lee, Andy, and Pat.
and that's your, what is that?
Anybody down there?
Yeah, David, what is that?
Oh, they're
Like a fourth cousin or something.
No, RJ. Now point at David and say that's my
Stevie.
cousin.
You gotta
Put
point.
that squirt gun down, baby.
Stevie and Davy.
Davey never came up again.
Here he
Oh,
is.
here he is.
Oh, there he is.
Tell him that's,
These guys are your cousins.
now which, now, is the one, this one is Davy?
No, Davey's the one that looks like
He's a
Davey.
confused little boy.
RJ, point to Stevie in the green shirt and say that's Stevie.
That's Stevie.
Yeah, that's your cousin.
And my cousin?
Yeah.
And that's David, your cousin.
David, my cousin.
Yeah. How old are you, RJ?
11.
Now, ask him how old I am. Oh, we all know.
She's 80.
Yeah, but what am I going to be in
81.
Because, see, he can keep track of my age. We both got a 1 on the
There's only 70 years difference in your age.
Yeah, that's small.
That's a minor difference. You know, that woman just 23 just married a guy 89. She was a playboy bunny and everything.
Oh.
And she married a guy 89. And they said that it's a marriage for love. She said, just because he's got like $1 million, she's not marrying him for that. She said she would love him anyway.
Well, there was a couple of murders last night in Rochester. Yeah.
Anybody we know?
No, but what got me, the man that got killed is 69, and the woman is 21.
And they were married?
Well, that's how they said it, see? But then they found a little baby in there. They were murdered, and the baby was still alive, and they had been murdered a day or so before, and the baby's only 3 months old, and they're the parents.
The guy was 60, the guy was 69, and the woman was 41.
Yeah.
You know, I would have thought she had it pretty soft.
She was on drugs. She did have it soft, but she I know, but they had a baby.
Maybe somebody had it in for him.
Maybe somebody did. But can you imagine what she's on there? And you've, I think it's all over the country, isn't it, about the little girl that got kidnapped?
We see the picture all over.
She's got the picture on her card just like Billy does.
Yeah, we all got the picture. I hope they find the kid.
And when I mail a gift out from my great-grandchildren in Florida, I put one of those poster things. You know, you never knew you might see someone in the air.
It's very sad when people steal a kid. That's
You know, I don't know. I don't know if her mother and father were ever married.
Well, that don't make any difference.
Yeah, but then they.
I wasn't there when my mother and father were married, you know? Of course, maybe you were.
I don't know, I get around. But anyhow, the rumor got going that her mother had something to do with drugs. But you know, you don't know what to believe. I don't even know what to believe about O.J., do you?
Oh, who?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J.
I don't know what to believe. Do you know what to believe?
You know what she said to him just before she died? She said, oh my God, I could have had a V8. That's what she said. Huh? Because his mother called up.
David.
His mother called up and wanted to know if he'd be home for Thanksgiving. Because he was so good at carving the white meat. He wanted to make sure that he'd be home, you know?
Yeah, I can imagine. Anyhow, they said when all the police were chasing him, he was riding all over.
Yep.
That,
I think they would have shot him if it would have been me. They would have blown me up real quick.
You'd be in bits.
O.J. got some
he called his first wife, and she told him to run. And all I could think of was that movie. What's that guy, you know, that movie? Oh, that was a cop.
Fugitive.
No, the one that... What's his name? It just made... They sold, I think, it seemed more people into that movie.
Gumball Rally?
I can't think of his name.
Burt Reynolds?
He's a guy. Well, when I think of it,
You're as bad as my mother. She can't think of her name either.
you know, sometimes I can't even think of my own name. But I mean, this guy, I seldom ever go to the movies. Seldom, but I
And you
seldom.
went to the movies?
Yeah, because...
Did you have a date?
No.
Did you take her
Jan
out?
Burke's daughter comes here a lot, and RJ and I go out with her to parks, and we've been all over, you know, like the sea. Now she's more like family than, I mean, she's the closest I am to anybody.
Well, she's your relative because Dave now, through
I don't know how
Schumann,
much
is
she
related.
and he don't know it because he knows Dave Weisshadow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he'll be happy to hear it or sad to hear it, but he's his relative. We don't know if he'll be happy to hear sad.
Now who wasn't married who?
I think it's Schumann's either sister or niece married to Bert. Maynard is married to Anna.
Yeah.
And of course, Maynard's dead.
Oh, Maynard's dead. Is she married again?
I don't think so. I don't
She
even
was
think
in
she's
love
dated.
with that druggist.
Maynard's what?
Yeah, when she worked at that drugstore. If I let the cat out of the bag, Ruth and I used to go over there.
She was in love with the druggist.
Well, there was she worked for him at that drugstore.
Oh, see, that could have been. Maynard used to make cakes. He was a baker.
Oh.
He used to have the cakes, you know, the sweet cakes.
Yeah.
Like Jeannie used to eat all the time. Remember Jeannie and Phil always had them cakes when I used to come. I never had so much sweets as when I went to Jeannie and Phil's. Do you remember that? They always used to make their birthday cakes. I always thought birthday cakes were for birthdays. When I had them,
I just finished a nice cake that Mary I got from the picnic every Sunday. She always sends me home with my lunch.
Is that right?
I had salad and
You
corn.
like my mother. My mother eats all the time. My mother goes to the smorgasbord and eats everything that ain't nailed down. Every once in a while she spots a guy there and she said, you know, that guy might be good for elements.
You know, I think that Bill and her never did know why. Oh, they would know, guys. What in the world would I do with a guy? I'm having a good time. I like all of men. I really like.
There's
I like
nothing
men.
wrong with that.
I like to be around men. Oh, I wouldn't want one here.
You don't want to do the stuff.
I don't want to do the stuff. And I always said.
Well, I'm not sure my
I
mother's still
always said
doing the
that
stuff.
Margaret and Bill were the only sexy ones in the family. I don't think
Jean wasn't as sexy, you mean?
Gene and I, we'd rather
What
talk
about Grandma? Do you think? Well, she had a few kids. They must have been doing it, you know.
Well, I was doing it. You do it when you're married, but that don't mean I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. It's your duty when you get married. You gotta do it.
You hear that, Sue? It's your
and
duty.
besides, I love kids. I still look at the kids that hang around here, you know?
I know.
And that's why Mary Burke hangs around here. She was only about this size when she started hanging around
Oh,
here.
is she like a young lady? I mean,
31.
a young, like my daughter's age.
Yeah. But she hung around here when she was a little girl, and now that she's married, she's got a nice husband. If I could have, like they were here a couple of weeks ago putting the shed on the door, that's why I got interested in painting the shed and everything, you know. I couldn't lift the door, I would have repaired that.
Well, you haven't got anybody here. Just
Not
RJ.
RJ's my only relative, because his mother's no relative of mine, because they're divorced, you know, his mother. His father's my grandson.
Well, they can still be a relative, you know. I still claim some relatives, even though I'm divorced. I just saw Donnie Mosgrove, Patty's kid, and I told him he was my favorite nephew.
Is he the one that was married to a black?
Yes.
Is he still married to him?
No, he had a kid with a black girl. And she worked at Kodak. She did a good job at Kodak. So then after he had the kid with her, then he married another black girl who the uncle was on the Supreme Court judge.
That's the one I knew about the one that was...
She was kind of rich. Then he divorced her, got back with the woman he had the kid with, and had another kid.
Oh.
And he just split up with her. So he doesn't have a wife now. So he's available, but I don't know. I've heard the expression, once you go black, you never go back. I don't know. Have you ever heard that? O.J. Simpson's wife never said that.
That's why maybe he wants to go back to his other wife, because he called her on the phone when the policemen were chasing him, and she said,
run!
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 Run over!
Oh, I know who you're talking about, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's
Run,
what,
just run.
Yeah, because in that picture I'd laugh with all that running. Oh, I loved it. And there isn't many pictures. In fact, even they had this TV
These
on
are
it.
the old ladies.
Oh,
This is
although
the
I
Golden
like
Girls.
them. I like them.
You know, Estelle Getty, when I stay in Hollywood, I stay just above her apartment. I see her all the time.
Does she look young when you see her?
She's so short that she's going to sue the city for building the sidewalks too close to her ass. She is little, just a little old lady. I mean,
She's not as old as she is in the show, no.
No, she's not as old as she is in the show.
I think she's about 60, isn't she?
Oh, no, she's 70.
Well, like here, she's supposed to we're the
She's
same
probably
age.
younger there. Those are probably syndicated things, you know?
She's about the same age as B. Arthur.
Yeah, she's about the same as
The one that plays her daughter.
Yeah. I always make a joke of it because, of course, these are old films, and she's 81 here.
Yeah.
And I always say we're the same age now.
Well, she's 70 maybe. B. Arthur was maybe 2 years younger than her or something.
Yeah.
You know? They're all, in fact, all these women are within 10 years of each other.
Oh, I imagine so, yeah.
They're all they're all different.
I always thought the one Rose, she has to play kind of dumb. But you remember she was married to that guy that...
The guy on Password.
Huh?
The guy on Password. Alan Lunt.
Yeah.
Alan Ludden.
Ludden, that's right. And he was so smart, you know. God, he was a smart guy.
He was a
and
smart
he had
guy.
3 little girls, didn't he?
Well, then we know he did it.
Not to her.
Maybe not to her, though.
No. But I thought they were a nice
Maybe
couple.
once.
His
Maybe
wife,
once they did. We don't know.
I heard that Roy Rogers
Roy Rogers.
had an affair with this wife before his other wife died. Did you ever hear that?
I've heard that.
How many years ago was that they had the affair?
Wait.
60 years ago?
Yeah. Well, he must have liked it. Whatever we did, they
I have
enjoyed
to
it.
laugh when I hear these things because doesn't that stuff ever die out? Who cares?
Never.
I don't know, she seems nice enough to me, Dale. She seems kind of chunky now, though. She
Yeah.
comes on the religious channel. She comes on, I don't know if you ever see
I
it.
only have this.
They have, well, what is it called? Date with Dale or something like that? And they
Well, maybe. I don't know if there was ever anything wrong with her.
You-
She
well,
could have
all
got
I know
religious
is-
after, you know.
All I know is that you girls, you Richie girls, never went out with Blue Riders.
No.
Just Danny Thomas.
You just went out with Danny Thomas.
Yeah. I know I never went out with them. I went to, no, in those days, if you were Italian, people.
Well, he wasn't Italian, he was Lebanese.
I'm trying to tell you,
I know.
if you were Italian, you would dance with these Italian guys,
Yeah.
And he hung around with a whole bunch of Italians that came like a bunch of bananas to the dance.
He wound up marrying her.
That's right. And his uncle lived here.
Yes.
Okay, so they put that in the paper, and it was an awful thing. I just, when the,
Oh yeah, they put in the paper that Eloise was dancing with him, right?
no, but I shouldn't have said what I said. She said, was he a good dancer? And I says, gee, I don't think so. I think he had 2 left feet. Now, I shouldn't have said that. And then she says, was he good looking? I says, well, I think he's better looking when he got older because he was thin and made his nose look large. I said all the wrong things. So later on.
Yeah, they did an article about it.
Yeah, later on, somebody around here was bombing, sending bombs up, and it was killing people. I think that it killed about 5 people. So I got a Democrat called me again.
They called you?
Yes, and then I come to. Now this is how it all happened, I'm sure. The guy that was, 2 of the guys lived near Canandaigua. And the guy that had a men's shop that sold clothes,
Yeah.
he was the one that got suspicious of them.
Of these bombers.
Yeah. Well, now it all started because when I was at Frank's house,
You were a Frank.
and Make Room for Daddy came on.
Oh, yeah.
And Frank, I says to Frank, I know him. You know how Gene and I were full of bull anyhow. I says, I know him. He used to go to the dances with when we went. He says, you're full of that. And I says, and he says, I'll prove you're lying. So he went to work, and he knew a guy that worked at Gleason's. He was a lot younger than Frank. And his parents visited Danny Thomas and his wife every winter. So, and I didn't know about that, see? Then the guy that had the store, the men's shop, was the guy that worked at Gleason was their son. So when they read that, they keep track of everything in the newspaper. So when they found out that those guys shot there, and I knew Danny Thomas, that I might know those men. Now, isn't that funny how they trace them? So I called up Ruth. Yeah, I called up Ruth when they called me about those guys that were bombing everybody. I says, my God, what will they be calling me next? So, Jack sends presents for RJ here. And what the? Yeah, and for me too. And it was about that time, and we didn't get anything yet. And I said to RJ, now if any presents come, do not touch them till, if I'm not here. I says, what am I hearing next? Maybe I'll get bombed. I didn't know what was going on. But isn't it funny how they follow things up?
You're just a celebrity.
I feel like a celebrity.
It's nice to be a celebrity as you're getting older.
Yeah.
You're right. You're kind of like Grandma Moses.
I guess so.
See, if you live long enough, all you got to do is live to be 100 to get on a Today Show. They'll send you a birthday card.
Oh yeah, that guy, and I like him. He's the bald-headed one that puts his wig off and
Like me, the bald.
yeah. See, and I would like that if
You wouldn't like being bald.
I like him.
He's good.
But I never watched that program because I don't like that name.
Chucky's father-in-law was on there. He's 104.
Chucky who?
Chucky, the one that died, Chucky Weishuttle.
Oh, his father-in-law.
His father-in-law is Zweyer, is his name. They're Dutch or something. And we're going to stop and see him on the way. I met him years ago.
Where does he live?
In Little Rock.
Oh, you go through, you're not going to stop and see Clinton?
I might stop to see Clinton if he's
Hey,
there.
how about his mother? Wasn't she the, I don't know, all that nigga, she should have been with Tammy on that cruise ship.
Clinton is finding out he's got all these relatives now. My brother turned up where we live.
Yeah, everybody wants to be related to the president.
His father got around.
That's how he got elected. He's related to
I
everybody.
bet you if I was president, somebody would say that my father got around. Probably some guy from when he was in the Navy in Boston or something would show up.
Look at me showing up with Danny Thomas and then with all these barbers and
I
I didn't
wonder if
do
his wife thought that he was going out with you. Maybe cheating on her with you.
I know, who knows? Oh, and they was in all. One of those bombs went to an apartment.
Why were they bombing it?
We read this in the paper. It hasn't been very long, has it?
It hasn't been
Oh,
said
I
yet.
know.
Remember that
Yes.
there's a priest in New York City's in with
It's
them.
the IRA.
Yes.
The Irish thing.
Okay.
They probably knew you were Scottish. They were going to blow you up. The IRA don't like the Scottish.
And the last time, I think it was the last time I saw Ruth, she said to me, she told me to come out to see her. I went to see her and she says, let's go over to her sister's house. I go to her sister's house and the sister says we're all invited for spaghetti or something in an apartment. And we went to that apartment. I called up Ruth. I said, it's a wonder we didn't get bombed. People got bombed in that apartment house 2 days later. And I didn't even know the people.
You better be living out in L.A. where it's safe. You don't have to worry about them. They never bombed my mother. All my mother does is goes down to the smorgasbord every day.
I know.
Nobody ever bombs her.
I know that they're bombing. It's so crazy, isn't it? All the nonsense that goes on. And now this little girl in East Rochester, they got posters all over the country.
Somebody snatched her. Who the hell knows, right?
Oh, I was going to say, last week they took her father to the hospital. He was stressed out or something.
Oh shit, I imagine he was stressed out. I'd be stressed out too. I mean, that's...
Now, she lived with her mother, see?
I don't know the background of it.
She lived with her mother in Kate Gleason's places. You know those apartments? Well, East Rochester, and it goes, what's the next town? Is the next town Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, I think, yeah.
Well, sometimes they call it Pittsburgh when they're talking about it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and
shit, I don't know. I'm going here.
he lives with someone now. Whether he's married again, I don't know. But when they put it on TV,
Linda Masangelo said Roger's brother is in charge of that investigation for the East Rochester Police Department. He's the liaison between the police department and the sheriff's department.
But Roger Masangelo's a friend of mine from high school that I see when I go back there.
oh.
He's a barber over there.
My friend's a barber too.
You got a friend.
He's only got one leg.
No, this isn't somebody you're dating, though.
This is a Burke.
No, he's only got one leg.
You wouldn't go with somebody who would want
No, his wife's about 13 years younger than him, and it's a good thing. But she has to help him.
That you like me. See, my wife is 11 and a half years younger than me, and if I should lose a leg, she would have to help me.
Well, I was 9 years younger than Leonard.
We all like these young
And
women.
Frank was 13 years
Now
older.
that's...
And I liked him. I mean, he would have made a good husband if I was the marrying kind.
You weren't the marrying.
I'm just not the marrying kind. I would do anything. I can't understand If he got sick, I would have moved in with him and took care of him, but he was gone. But that one Lennox was calling him all the time and crying. What the heck was she doing there? You know what I mean? I mean, if you're living with someone, wouldn't you feel obligated to take care of them when they got sick?
I would.
Yeah, but she certainly did.
Well, you were there when Leonard passed away.
Yeah.
You were there. That was good. You did
I'll need a few more days. A few more days.
Well, I did it to help Jack. That was hard. He didn't have a woman there.
I don't think you deserve one.
I wanted to help my family, not Leonard. If we didn't have any kids, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, I know that. I know that. You don't have to tell me that. I know.
I was holding his hand when he died.
That's something. That is something.
You couldn't sleep.
Well, there's one thing.
He loved me.
No, I guess it must be the night.
When he wasn't with the one he loved the one he was with.
You know what he told me? He says, those Richie girls, he always would say things about the Richie girls. And I'm thinking, who the hell are the Richie girls, these old ladies? I don't know, it was my mother and my aunt. And of course, you weren't old ladies then, you were probably as old as me, but I still thought you were old ladies, you know.
No, the women that he went with even told me. Yeah, because I don't know if you knew the other one from Rochester or not. The one that they put the meter in, she was from Rochester too. Ida Mae, yeah.
She was the one that...
Ida Mae is the one that he was going with when he died.
Mr. Allen assigned it to
That was the one that I met that he put the money in the meter and he got married. And then there was another woman who was kind of, when Dickie got married, we had her at the wedding.
Yes. And I can't remember her name because her name is Helen now.
This woman was kind of homely. And he said to me, he said, Dave, he says, you know, I'm not sleeping with this woman. I said, I don't care who you're sleeping with.
And she told me.
What the hell are you telling me for? She didn't want me to think he was sleeping with her. She was, I don't know, she was saying.
No, she called me up before he died and she wanted to know. She belonged to some lodge in Rochester. She didn't have any place to stay. Could you stay here? I said, I don't care. But right after that is when I had to go out to Florida when I was dying.
That's right, yeah.
I used to live with a couple of bitches.
And she's the one
I
that...
always got along good with Leonard. You know, after,
He wouldn't even let you come down to the bay.
my mother
God, he was
talked to me.
chewing you and Martin were getting chased. They were howling back and forth. They gave me a pain in the ass, the two of them. I mean, if I don't want anybody around, I just ignore them. You know, I don't think I ever had a good fight with anybody. I don't think I really did.
I fight with my wife.
I should have fought with Leonard, but no, I walk away from it when it gets goofy.
Well, like I said, I didn't know him as a kid. I started going down there when I was about 11 or 12. When I was a little kid, we were away.
You used to be at my house all the time when you were a little kid. Your mother was
that's
working
when I was
there.
really little. That's when I was like 3 or something.
Yeah. And Margaret was working at Charlie Howard's, and you walked down and Leonard says, get the hell over here. And I thought, gee, why don't she, why get us all mixed in? She should have made you stay there. He should have shut his mouth up. I don't like those fights.
Well,
What were we mad about? I do not know. I have no idea even what we were mad about.
I don't either. But I know I came over and we told them that I was Dave Dufflin or something. I don't know.
Davy Dufflin. And the police came there about that car, a car there was something like a car they were looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't involved or anything, And he said, well, who was that other boy that was here? Poor Bill, he sat around in front of the police and it was David Dufflin.
They told me
And I'm standing there thinking, oh my God, what next am I going to hear? You hear the darkness.
That was funny. That was funny. I ultimately, went out and stayed with him in California. And I saw him, I guess, in Florida. They also had him down there. And I don't know. I never saw him. I remember vaguely his tempers. He used to have a very bad.
Oh, we'd all run like hell.
I know.
Oh, the,
But later on, I just see him get mad a couple times. He didn't, I guess as he got older, he got kind of, I don't know. You know what I mean? He probably got older.
I don't think he was so happy in those days from what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
what thing? That thing you just put in your
I
dog.
just,
That thing, it's nothing.
yeah, I just knew him as a different person.
You know something? I am really very hungry. What do you say we go out and get that pizza now?
And I'm sure you, when you went after him, said that Christmas he was dying.
I'm sorry, Blanche, you can't.
You know, it catches up with you. What I thought was, you know, he got mad at Billy there, and when he went back and stayed. And,
How had to know that before you came to work here, honey. Show me that paper.
Oh, what the hell, he didn't do anything worse to me. When I got the divorce, I got the crap. So,
Billy was probably closer to him than anything.
that's what I always say.
And he goes, and because he didn't like what Billy's doing, well, it's none of his business. Number one, it's none of his business what Billy's doing.
Well, what was Bill doing?
Whatever he was doing, he didn't like it. They had a big argument, and he left. I don't know what he was doing.
No, that's, if that was it, it was because he told Jack that he didn't want to go into the hospital, not even for, Bill would let him stay home, but he didn't even want him to go in there. He said there were a bunch of foreigners, and that was the best hospital I was ever in. It was. I never had a nice hospital like it, the one in Arizona. It was the best hospital, and I'm not lying. Modern, nice, they were the nicest people.
That's where you hurt your leg.
Yeah. They were so nice. The doctors were nice, the nurses. I never seen a hospital here as good as they are.
Billy, your son Billy will always tell the truth. Billy will always tell the truth. Some he screws up on, but he always tells the truth.
I've never lied about anything.
Well,
Never.
yeah, I know, but I mean, he's that kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he owes you money,
Well, he's always been there.
yeah, but there's a lot of people
I
that
owed him quite a bit of money because we couldn't live in this house when we got here. But I paid him off.
I mean with me.
Yeah, but I mean, he's my son, and Dick doesn't begrudge him anything because he knows.
I know. I'm glad that Dick lets you stay at that place.
He paid.
I'm glad that Bill has a place there. And you know, I stopped and seen him. I've seen you. The lady there.
That's a good idea. I think I'll take the cap off. If I can get the cap off. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, Fred Adams' house.
Hell, I lived this long, it didn't hurt me. What the hell did you quit?
Yeah, you were never a boozer, though.
No, never.
Say hello to
Say hello
Margaret
to
and
Dave
Dave.
Margaret.
Hi, Dave and Margaret. Is that, they will know that?
They'll see
Yeah,
you.
they'll see you. They'll know who it is.
They'll see how good looking you are, how well preserved you are.
Yeah. Getting old, though.
Yeah,
4.
84. 84, Mother
On July 11th, and Margaret forgot
He's
his
gonna be
birthday.
84. And who's this lady over here?
Want any?
I'll
Want
take
some
that.
pop? Here. Oh, you want some? No.
Is that water?
No.
It's beer, huh?
Take a picture of this. Hey, now say hello to the camera.
Say hello, Hazel.
Hello, you old goats. How the hell are you?
Oh, jeez, look at that. Huh?
Dave don't drink no more.
How's everything down there?
They quit.
Margaret said Dave don't drink no more.
Well, Dave quit. I quit 10 years ago. And Dave quit about 5 years ago.
Did he?
Yes.
Margaret said he don't drink a thing.
He don't drink nothing. He still smokes though. He smokes Luckies.
Oh,
That don't hurt you.
that's worse than cigarettes. That's worse than beer.
You don't smoke, do you?
Cigarettes?
No, I don't smoke. I wasn't much. I'm never much of a smoker.
I never smoked in my life, only just one puff.
Oh, here,
Fred
let's
said-
get you a pack.
Fred said,
I
now,
know,
when
I
you take
quit.
a puff, he said, take a big fat one, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
How'd you like that?
Choked and goddamn me for I wanted her to do
I never
that so
touched
she
it
wouldn't
after
smoke.
that.
See?
That's what you usually say to a kid. Say, here, take that cigarette. You'll see how good that.
You know, I was in the hospital, and let's see, this was 23 or 4 years ago, and I had 4 packs of cigarettes with me, you know.
Yeah.
When the nurse came in, she said, "Do you smoke, Mr. Adams?" I said, "I have for quite some time." I had quit before, but I said, she says, "Well, please don't give any cigarettes to patients, or anybody else.
Yeah.
And keep your room shut if you want to smoke. I said, I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to quit. She said, you're going to quit? I said, yes, right now. And I said, do you smoke? She said, I do at home. I gave her 2 packs. I gave the other 2 packs to the girl that made up my bed. I never took a puff on one of them.
Is that right? Well, what were you in the hospital for?
What the hell was I there? I don't know. I've been in 2 or 3 times.
Ulcers or something.
Oh, this was 20-some years ago.
And you quit right there?
Right there. I said, that's the last. And I haven't had a cigarette since.
Is that right?
But once before I quit for 5 years.
I never
Like a
smoked.
damn fool, I went out and smoked again.
Look what they are now. What,
Well,
$2.50
not
a
only,
pack?
not only the
Oh, yeah, they're
damages
expensive.
you do, but the cost of it.
Yeah, I know, they cost like
Boy,
hell.
boy.
Well, you know what happened? I'll tell you, my stepfather, Dave, said he was going to quit. Now, he quit drinking, and he was good at quitting drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
But he has smoked for so damn long. He smoked for 60 years. He's 70, whatever the hell he is, 74 or whatever.
Yeah.
But he made a $50 bet. He bet $50. He bet the guy where they go to the smorgasbord every day. He bet the guy. He figured that'd keep him to that. But he lasted
Maybe.
one day. He handed the guy the $50,
Did you answer?
and he said, "To hell with it."
Oh, no kidding.
He said, "To hell with it." He says, "I cannot quit."
Well, you know, I met a young guy smoking cigarettes. And I said, Jesus, you shouldn't be smoking those. He says, I can't quit. I tried and tried. I said, there's no such thing as that you can't.
That's right.
I said, you've got to want to quit. Now, I said, suppose they quit making them tomorrow. You couldn't buy them. What would you do then? Well, he said, I'd have to quit. I said, so why not quit before you have to? You know?
Well, you smoked for how long then?
Oh, geez, quite a long time. Yeah.
Did you smoke the non-filtered ones then, probably, huh? The
Any kind.
Anything you can get his hands on.
When I smoked when I was young. Then I quit once for 5 years. I quit 2 or 3 times for a year.
Yeah.
This last time I quit was 23 years ago. You know.
Is that right?
I haven't had a puff on one to this day.
But you drink a beer here, right?
Yeah. But I don't miss cigarettes at all. I don't.
We have a place at the lake, you know,
Yeah.
down in Fairhaven.
You guys move around.
Yeah,
Been
we go
down
down.
28 years in Fairhaven.
Is that?
We go down every week
Tomorrow we plan on going, if
if the
it don't
weather's
rain.
permissible. We usually go Thursday and come back Sunday. know,
You got an
sometimes you gotta come home and-
awful bunch of
You
kids
gotta come
here.
home and
Awful
clean up
Awful
the
bunch of
house.
what?
kids.
Kids, wait a minute here.
Out here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, we got some terrible kids.
Halloween,
Oh,
Halloween, last Halloween they come home.
They sit here and they harass
Oh,
you day after day.
I'd like to get it.
I'm gonna get a hold of the chief of police.
What
Yeah.
do you mean they harass?
Well, they stand out there, and every time I look, they say, "Hi, Fred," because they know that they. Saturday before Halloween, this kid over here came over and threw eggs on our house,
Oh,
on that side and the back. So I said, "What the hell?" She used to go into his mother. She hadn't got a dime. So I went to the insurance company. So they came down and they had to steam clean the whole house because it's aluminum, you know. Steam clean it and paint it. It was
Wow.
$1,449 to do that.
Is that right?
And the only thing I had to pay $112 to do the garage because the garage wasn't attached to the house. I thought, well, they were painting it, they might as well do it all, you know.
Yeah, sure.
But they did a nice job. It looks nice now.
But you know, that's.
Oh, it's awful.
But there's a colored boy over here. He says, "I'm from California." I said, "Well, get the hell back there. We don't miss you. We don't need you here."
Well, we're Californians, right?
Yeah.
But I haven't thrown an egg in years. No, I eat them though.
No, but this
I know.
this kid over here is
Today,
He's a bad
I
man.
had
well, look in the
I had
paper.
stakes
see.
all along
It's
my
kids.
driveway, you know.
Yeah.
When I went up with the snow blower, so I know where the edge went. They yanked them out and broke them up.
hear
and
that?
sold them. And then they done that, and they go through here on bicycles constantly. And I said to them, "Look, boys," I said, "I don't want to be rough with you. But we're older people. We don't want to back up and hurt you if you're going through with a bike.
Yeah.
But we don't want you going through it because it isn't a thoroughfare.
Yeah.
It's private property." Shit. And
They don't.
they sneak through every chance you get.
Where's your daughter live around here now?
Yeah.
or what?
Oh, over
Main Rock
off
Road.
Main Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Now, how many grandchildren you got?
one.
One,
One. How
One.
old is
22.
girl, boy?
Girl.
Girl.
Nice.
Where's
Yeah,
your
we
picture?
gotta show you some
Well,
pictures.
who's this up here?
Huh?
Is this
Where they
picture
put
above
that?
your head?
Well, that's her too, I think.
Oh, that's her there.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
but that's when she was a little one.
Oh, she's a good girl.
Oh, that's good.
Not married yet, 22.
You don't have to get married yet.
No.
Shit, if she was married already, I'd say she was crazy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right?
I got married too soon. I should have waited till I was 85 at least.
You should have waited. You know, how do you want to wait though? I don't know. Oh, golly.
She's been a good woman though,
Has she?
I'll say that for her.
She don't kick the shit out of you too.
I couldn't have done any better.
Well, there you go. Now there's an admission. Hazel, you heard him.
And I got it on tape.
We
so
got it on tape.
Remind him.
Couldn't have done any better.
Hi, camera.
That's pretty good.
She's a hard worker.
Hi, Stevie.
That's good. Hey, if they'll go to work and they're good women, that's all you need.
She never worked, only at housework when she was
okay.
younger.
Yeah.
But she never had since we got married.
Yeah.
But did a little bit then at first.
Yeah.
Now, this is our granddaughter.
Uh-oh.
$1.50 a day.
Oh, boy. Look at there, huh? Is that right? She's a cutie.
She's a nice little girl.
She's pretty.
Is that right?
Let's see, is that the girl on
Does
the
she
wall?
take after you or Fred?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the same.
that's
This
the
is her up
picture.
here, isn't it,
Not
Hazel?
the hemorrhoids.
Hazel. Isn't this her up here?
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Yeah, that's the picture of it there. Yeah. Now, you know, if I saw Janie should.
You wouldn't know
Take
her.
her.
Yeah,
I'm sure you would.
How old is she now?
Janie's,
46.
I know I wouldn't know her. I haven't
she's
seen her.
getting pretty husky too. She's got a real.
She's getting a little wide?
Yeah.
Not much, you know.
Well, she's built for speed. I guess I don't know. I don't know what
She
to
eats
tell
and
you.
eats and eats and eats.
Is that right?
Twice every time she
Yeah,
talks
but
on the phone.
she is pretty.
She's
She's
on
22?
22.
That's how old my son is. I have a son.
Yeah. I mean, she's a nice little girl, pretty. Thank God I only got one.
Joe.
This is her second husband.
Yeah, well, that's okay. When
That
you
other
get
guy, I'd like to shoot him.
Who was her first husband?
Oh, Dave was, what the hell was his name, Hazel?
Dave Scamachi.
No, what the hell?
Scamachi.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
like
even
it.
think of his name now. I hated him so much. He beat me out of $2,000.
Now, did they didn't have this is not the kid from that marriage? Huh?
Yes.
It's his,
It's
he's
the
the
first.
father of this.
Oh.
But she can't stand it.
They've been divorced. He don't, the daughter can't even stand him. She hates
Now, who is she married to now?
No.
him.
Steve Gray.
Steve Gray, his name is.
Gray.
Yeah, Steve Gray. He's a nice guy, a real nice guy.
But
He
you
had-
can't judge
he
a
had
book
some
by its
tough-
cover.
No, but he had
You
some
know.
tough breaks. The poor devil. He had a double bypass.
Really? How
Yeah.
old is he?
Oh, not that old. He was in Vietnam. His legs got bunged up. They had to cut it from here to here
Oh,
with the veins.
Yeah.
And then he had this double bypass.
Yeah.
The next day he was so sick he couldn't hardly move, so they had to operate for ulcer in the stomach.
Oh, God.
Sure, honey,
He
you
had a
want
hell of a
something to
time.
drink?
So now is he about 50 or something?
No, he's younger than that, isn't he? About Janie's age,
You
isn't
see,
he?
Stevie's what?
Steve, I don't know.
Yeah. About Janie's age.
About her, he's about 46.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's a nice guy, a real nice
He's good to
guy.
Heather.
Well,
and
he's
Jane.
good to
That's the
everybody.
main
He isn't the kind of a guy that dislikes anybody. I know.
Oh, that's good.
He's a real nice guy.
That's good.
But Heather, our daughter, she can't even stand her father anymore.
That's
Is
all.
he still here, the father?
He's up on
Uh,
Monroe Avenue.
somewhere
Rochester.
on Monroe Avenue. I don't know where the hell he is.
When he
But
dies, you know what they're going to do with him?
What?
They can't
Screw
get
him in the ground. He's so crooked
Can't
they
get him in
can't
a
bury him.
casket. I told the undertaker yesterday.
I told him that too. He says to Heather, "How's my relationship with your father?" He says, "Why don't you go and try to find out? He'll tell you quick." She said.
Oh,
But
boy.
I don't like that. Now, with
He,
$2,000, you know.
Oh, he screwed you out of some money, huh?
yeah. And not only that, we let him stay here. When they first got married, we bought a stove, refrigerator, we bought him all that stuff, everything to try to help him out.
Yeah.
And then, after they were married, he was into one thing, and he broke in that, he started something else. He went, and then he wanted to go to Colorado to take pilot's lessons.
Too bad the plane didn't.
So they moved, they sold the house, they had a nice
Nice
house
house
over here.
over
They
this
sold
street.
it cheap, and they went to Colorado, and I said, "That's the biggest mistake you ever made in your life." He said, "How do you figure that?" I said, "When you come back from Colorado, you won't have a dime." He said, "Oh, yes, I will. I have enough for a down payment on a home." Well, it cost us $1,000 to bring him back. So that's how poor.
Why did he go there to go to learn?
Well, there's some pilot, some
Out there, you
school
know.
they went
Oh, boy.
to, Arizona, thinking. Then he came back, and he was running in, where was it?
Oswego.
Oswego Airport.
Airport.
He had charge of that. and everybody that worked for him got beat out or something. He lost out on that. He went into carpentry work. He lost out on that. Everything he's ever done. Now he claims he's got all kinds of it. He's got a couple of Corvettes and a Cadillac, and he's living with some other woman. I don't know if he's married to her.
Got 2 or 3 kids.
But he's, I can't stand
Is
it.
he legit now, or is he?
No, he's
I
just
don't
a
know.
crooked.
I haven't seen him since the day he left here. That was how many years ago?
Oh, Christ, I don't know.
Oh, Janie was in, they had a nice house in Oswego. Jesus. The house burned and he bought the property and they put a new house on it. Boy, everything was immaculate, beautiful house. But then after a while he couldn't even pay for that. See, so Janie was staying down there trying to sell the house. Well, he was up here supposed to be working. And he's running around with some other women around here and sleeping with us. He said, hey, where the hell is this 1 o'clock in the morning? Where you been? Oh, at the office. I said, you can go back to the office. Stay, because we don't want you here anymore.
So then, he come in late, 2 o'clock one morning, 2:30. Old Hayes went to the door. You want to get in? Hit the road. Get the hell out of here.
I haven't seen him since.
No. But that's awful. I don't give a
That's how many years ago?
Got a nice daughter.
That's quite a few years ago. I haven't
It's
seen
not
him
right.
since.
I don't give a damn.
But I said to Heather, if you keep pumping him, you tell him to pay you back a couple thousand that he owes
You
me.
can have it.
And you can have it. I
We
said,
don't want it.
I
I
wouldn't
remember
mind
give
you
it there.
having it, but I don't want him to have it. But he never will. He's crooked. Jesus, he's crooked. He's in the insurance business or something. He's supposed to be in Oswego with some other guy, and he's just as crooked as him. So. But they seem to be doing all right.
Did he go to Fairport School, this guy?
Oh, I think he went to state.
No,
I think
no.
he went to State Penn or Penn State.
Yeah, he lived in the city. He lived up for, where the hell he lived?
I mean, he didn't graduate from here.
Louis Avenue, up in that.
I mean, I wouldn't know this guy though, right? I mean,
No, I don't think so. You wouldn't want to know. You look sorry.
But how's everything out in California? Everything quiet and nice? No, like we have around here?
We're not shaking. We're not shaking out there, honey.
No, you haven't yet. You haven't
Up
been with the
here,
earthquake.
Rochester.
We've got some bad ones.
Have you?
I said
You know where you
Rochester.
are?
Off.
Where are you?
Huh?
Where are you in?
We're about 80 miles east of LA. We're in by Riverside, California, south of Riverside.
We got some friends in California, but can't get
Well, they were down around the. Hell, where they had them? I don't know. They used to camp down by us, and they were pretty good friends of ours. And they decided to move to California. But we used to be in contact with them. We haven't heard nothing from them.
She
in a
probably
long
passed
time.
away. She had cancer, so maybe she's gone.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, that's we're you know, we don't really have anybody near us, any relatives,
Yeah.
anybody. You know, I mean, we once in a while we'll meet somebody from around here. We met some Durantes from East Rochester.
Yeah.
Durant, I knew
Remember that
some of the Durant.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some out there.
Oh, I go down to the barber shop and
East Rochester.
You see, yeah.
no, here.
Roger. You see
Roger.
Oh, yeah.
He says, I talked to your nephew. I said,
Yeah.
what the hell are you talking about? What nephew?
Yeah.
In California. Was he in California? Or?
Yeah, he's come out. I met him in California. Then we met in Phoenix one time. And we met in
Las Vegas one time.
Vegas one time.
Yeah, you told Fred that.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's a
We
good
see
guy.
him about once a
Roger's
year.
A nice fellow.
The fellow that was barbering with him, you know,
Yeah.
moved. He moved from somewhere else to move over this way, and he fell downstairs and broke his neck and died. He was Roger's partner. Roger had him part-time. See, he was semi-retired, this guy was. But he bought this home. There was 2 doors here, and I guess he opened the wrong door. He thought he opened the one to go in the bathroom. He opened one for the cellar. He went head over heels down the cellar and killed him. And
Did we hear anything about that?
No.
he was, yeah, but he was a Frank something. I can't think of his name.
Poor
but he-
Johnny Clifford.
I know I saw Ruthie.
Yeah.
Well, I was at Ruthie's. Donnie came in.
When?
Yesterday.
Oh, were you?
I was at
Oh.
Donnie was here last week, wasn't he? Yeah.
Well, he come walking and, you know, I asked him how he was, and then when I mentioned Maria.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. The tears
Well,
started.
you know, I had to say
I know it,
something.
I know
You
it.
gotta say
But that's the way
something.
when he came here now. That's the way he was all the time. He just cried.
He
I said,
looked,
Don, he'd go down to see her, you know, and she wouldn't know she didn't know who the hell he was. She didn't know who she was, you know. So he'd try to talk to her, have her sit by him. she'd walk away and go down the aisle with somebody else, and that bothered him. But I said, Don, you've got to understand, she doesn't know who she is or not, or you, either one. I said, it's something that she can't help the poor devil. She was as nice a woman as you ever met.
Oh, she was. I remember. I used
was wonderful.
to tell him. I used to say, Dad, you know, when I was a kid, and we were broke. You know, we were on the damn welfare after my dad died. My mother tried to cheat the welfare out of a little bit by working on the farms, you know?
Yeah.
And she would take me down to the school in the morning, and I remember she'd wash my face and rub me and get me ready to go to school. Well, at noon, I had a part of the day, I would walk down to Donnie's house, and Marie would give me like a bowl of soup or something and keep an eye on me, and she would wash my face, and I said, oh, Marie did it so nice. She washed my face so nice, because my mother was always in a hurry.
Yeah.
You know, and she'd be saying, come on, David. You know, and so when Marie did it, I said she was always so, I always remember it to this day.
She was a wonderful person.
Yes.
She was very nice.
I don't know, I never heard of anybody ever said a word against her.
Absolutely, she was very, very nice.
Don't let them make if I laugh. You know, Jesus got company. I said, mind your own business.
Marie was the most, Donnie'd come home from work, he'd say, Marie, let's take a ride to the mountains for the weekend. Okay, Don. She'd pack up and go.
He could go hunting whenever he wanted to.
Anytime he wanted to.
Whenever he wanted to.
And when he wanted to go hunting by himself, he went with all the other
David,
guys.
you remember my brother Jack?
Jack, yes.
He passed away.
He did.
December 17th. Johnny February.
Wow. Now, does my mother, I wonder if my mother knows that.
Oh, yeah, I think
Marie,
about Jack.
When was Marie? When Marie died?
I think 3 weeks ago, according.
And I had to go to we had to go yesterday to the funeral parlor. A good friend of mine in the fire department.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was 77. He had a heart attack when he was 30 years ago. He worked at Gleason, right near where I did. See, I see him every day up there.
Yeah, what year did you work? You worked at car shops for a while.
Yeah, till 42.
Okay, and then you went.
Then I went to Gleason.
Because I worked at Gleason's for 4.5 months once.
Did you?
But that was probably about 1959.
I stayed there 30 years.
Well, if they treated you good, that's
I know it was a good place to work. The pension.
But you don't get no pension.
The pension isn't great.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But as long as you've done your job, I had a good job.
Yeah, some of those guys made some good money.
Well,
it depended, you know, they.
They didn't pay like General Motors or nothing like that.
No.
But I had a good job. I had charge of machine building and a lot of other stuff there. I had a good job. I worked for one boss for 17 years and never an argument, not one argument. 17 years.
Well, my cousin, who the heck was it? Jack, he worked at Gleason's. Leonard and Eloise's boy, he worked there.
Yeah.
And didn't Clarence Herondine work there?
Yes, Clarence worked.
Clarence Herondine.
Upstairs, Neil.
Yeah, there was
Clarence. He was another nice.
There's a nice guy.
He was another real nice guy.
Yeah, he was. He was. He used. It was that smoking, I think, got to him.
Well, no, I don't think
he had lung
smoked that
cancer.
much. Clarence was a good guy.
Oh, a great guy. I couldn't find a nicer man.
Yeah, he was a real.
My brother Jack was always a quiet man.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, Jack. He had his fun.
Jack was
women and booze.
full of help.
Look, what's wrong with either one of them?
Thank God.
I ain't gonna say nothing against women.
He was a nice,
put away enough
my
booze.
brother. I miss him so much, really.
Jack, he had 5 kids.
Davey, watch, honey, that you don't kick the table. It's got water in glasses.
Is that right?
When he
Oh,
died.
shit, he's got no complaints, right?
No,
84.
he had a hell of a good time. Always
Pretty good.
And a nice
women,
house
song.
too. Elsie, you know, Jack's lives on High Street Extension, and she'd stand there alone, you know. Nice home, beautiful.
They got a nice home.
All on one
But,
floor. Nice.
She's getting so she don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Well, don't we
She's
all
old,
get like that?
She'll be 84 next March. She'll be 84 next March.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
But she's all mixed up. She can't remember.
Outside. David, I'm gonna turn this off for now.
Okay.
It's Tuesday, August 23rd.
Tuesday,
And
August.
here we are out on the farm
Oh, we're in the farm.
with Aunt Grace. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Yeah. And Uncle Lako.
How are you?
looking good.
If
And-
you got anything you wanna, oh, and look, we got somebody
Yeah,
else
got
who
it.
just popped
Turn
up
around.
behind us here.
And Aunt Alice, say
Look at
hello
that,
to your
huh?
baby brother.
Hi, baby brother.
Yeah, say hello to that young fellow back there,
Yeah.
back in Tucson.
Did you get the pictures of my house inside?
Well,
Can you get
I
pictures?
can't go too far, but I wanted to
We
show you.
get some
They
of
just
it.
finished remodeling
Yeah.
the kitchen here, and they did a nice job of repapering. She just showed us around and showed us all the nice things.
Mother might enjoy it.
And that's a dough making bowl up on top of the refrigerator. That belongs. Who did that belong to? Who did the dough making bowl belong to?
Lako's grandmother.
Lako's grandmother. And that coffee mill sitting over on the counter was Lako's mother's. And this is the rest of their kitchen and dining area. It's the first time I've ever been here on the farm. And there's the living room over there, ceiling fan going around. They've done a lot of nice things with this farm. It's very nice looking farm. That's the living room with a new porch out front.
Joe Paul Bell.
Yeah. And here they are sitting out here.
He's a professor,
See
or
if I can
just
just set this
retired.
down
He's a
somewhere,
retired
keep it running.
professor at,
Wish I had my boys in here. They make good
at,
tripods.
Cornell. And, we didn't spend.
They're coming out here.
Is there anything I can
We went on to,
give you to
a friend of
set
mine
it on?
No, I'll have one of the boys do it when he comes out, I think.
But, after that, we just, like, we would drive, one day we might, you know, spend in the van, and then the next, we have a van. We have a bed, and got a sink, and a TV, a little one, but not huge.
Stevie, you wanna stand here and hold this for a
And
while?
then we'll,
Yeah. You don't have to do anything special, it's already turned on. Just make sure that whatever in the viewfinder is.
Sit down, Susan.
Thank you.
And now let's all get,
we got to see, we spent one right across the ocean of Maine, you know.
But you got Lako's old jacket off of it.
We went to Coney Island, so they got my Coney Island. You ever been in New York City, have you?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think
Yeah.
of it?
Well,
I'm gonna get you talking up this way so we can see you here. Right, Sue?
Yeah.
I was just there once with, I had an aunt that lived in Philadelphia, and we used to go up there quite often.
Oh, is that right?
And, we went on up to Philadelphia, or to New York City, and then, we spent the day in a museum up there.
Did you try to drive in downtown New York?
No, I didn't drive.
I did
Oh,
that.
I have. Now, my son was, in the service,
Uh-huh.
and he had an operation, and, well, they put him in Long Island,
St. Albans Hospital.
St. Albans Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And we drove up to New York to see him, and went to Long Island, I never had no problem. Of course, that was several years ago, and then you didn't, things like that didn't worry you on the road.
Yeah, I tell you, it was rough.
Oh.
It was rough.
Oh, that highway
Once you
to, up in New Hampshire, we went up New Hampshire and Massachusetts when his aunt died, took her up there for burial. And my goodness, that traffic was something.
So you went up to New England, huh?
Uh-huh, was in New Hampshire and.
Did you get a lobster? We got a lobster in Maine.
No.
We had to mortgage our house though to get it.
I bet, I bet.
We had the Maine lobster in Maine.
It's the other way.
Maryland crab cakes when we were in Maryland.
Yeah, we had some. We try to have the stuff, whatever they serve in the area. We try to have the specialty. What happened to you? Did you fall in the creek or what?
No, I went down there.
He
Oh, all
had
right.
to roll under the electric fence. I don't know whether.
Why'd you run off?
Here,
Don't tape him, we don't need to see him.
we already got him.
Hey, go have a seat over there, Davey.
Yeah, go sit down. Yeah, we was.
Oh,
Come down.
How about something,
Got another one here.
take, try the old rocking chair there.
Well, you would.
Might
Would
get him in
I?
there, not get him out.
Would I say that the old rocking chair's got me then? Huh?
Watch out for the wall behind you.
Yeah, we're just trying to see as much as we
can of the country.
Did you get a picture of that picture over here, Stevie?
I've been in all the 48
painted,
states,
Stevie.
my personal.
That one right there on the
Years
wall?
ago.
Mama,
By the time I was 32, I've
now
been
we
in
know
all
we're on
48 states.
our-
Not last Hawaii, it was
All
48.
the artistic talent.
But I figured that it'd be a good time for them, these boys, to see
the
it.
picture he's talking
Well, they can appreciate it.
When I was
about.
working,
Somebody.
Yeah.
It's pretty well worn. We're looking for new ones, but
we sold heavy equipment, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to, you know, when someone's spending a couple $100,000, they want to see something demonstrated.
You betcha.
So we'd fly, take guys up to Maine and to see equipment
Yeah.
work. Up to,
Who'd you sell for?
Yeah.
what?
Is he still
Oh,
up there?
Logan Corporation.
Logan.
First it was the old West Virginia Mine Supply Company, the one that started out.
Were they the big
Yeah.
D6s and D8s and all that
No,
stuff?
we sold shovels.
Oh,
We had
shovels.
a Lima shovel account.
So I have to be back.
And Pettibone Mulligan,
When they have to go back to school.
looters,
And that's pretty soon.
Rex mixers,
Weeks from
Okay.
today,
and
when they start school.
Give
I get
them
2
over
days
there.
with them in
Get
school,
over there,
and
too.
I have off yet,
Get them.
before I go back.
so it was,
So, you come back over this way.
I call one.
Drifting through here.
Pulp and paper, on
Come on.
up in Maryland. And it was a big outfit.
So you were like a commissioner.
You turn that off. You don't like that, I'll get your clothes.
Yeah, oh, you had.
Why don't you stand back there so we forget you're here, okay?
Okay.
Let us send you a birthday card and send it to
Oh, yeah.
you. Look just like you always
That's the only way that's.
older than me. Is he okay? He sounded pretty good that day.
I talked to him, well, when we were up in Indigo, we called him, and I haven't talked to him since, but I talked to my sister on Saturday, so she called him to relate where we were.
Logan
And then he called his parents in Tucson to say that they'd heard from us. So the word gets around where we are, you know. There's always somebody telling.
Well, it's a good thing. Now, our daughter, she's making a trip. She gives us
salary plus.
all the numbers and all the places they're gonna be and where to
When
locate.
you were in the others,
She's
what
pretty good
kind
about
of
that.
percentage did you get in?
I think you were surprised that I knew you were coming, weren't you?
Well, yeah.
Levis had told me when he called me, said she's on the road someplace. He didn't tell me, and I'd been looking like you're doing better than I was, I was in the bathroom.
Oh, you were. Well, I didn't want to ring more than twice. The voice said, I thought I heard a voice in there. Say something.
I got my clothes on, and went out there.
No, we made,
Well, I'm certainly great to see you.
Well, it's nice to be here because I haven't been, well, I've never been to your farm, but I haven't been in West
We
Virginia.
went down to the church.
So it's the markup, whatever the markup was.
And then we went up to the farm and I went clear down. And Nan was there and we talked to him a long time. Well, but everything has grown in, it just seems squeezed in. Now the old green room was there.
We had 2 conversations going on.
I had an uncle used to.
Stand back, son, you're too close. Stand
The
back.
house. Did they keep it up pretty good or not? It looked pretty good shape. The house.
Were you flexible?
I've only said
prices?
it
Or was it like a car?
seldom.
Could you be flexible? I mean.
well, yes, I could, but
They had put a culvert in there the way I backed up the truck.
whenever, you know, that if you cut your price.
Yeah.
Squeeze around to get out.
I had to go to the road, but it's like,
It's
I
terrible.
don't want to be the loser.
It was very
Yeah,
narrow.
the company went to.
I think you use a truck. There's a car there that would like.
Yeah, he said that it got washed out. He's trying to get it rebuilt.
I stayed with the price.
It was interesting to see.
Yeah.
And the boys liked all the little frogs they saw in the flowers. They enjoyed
Like I said, I wouldn't know
Trace
too much
Fork, it
about
used to
that.
be a big
stuff.
tree.
I knew there was a Redmond
Well,
Center
well.
up near where
Remember we had a little bridge across there and we had a great big deep hole back there?
Well, no, I never was at Rochester. I've been in Rochester.
I never went back, but I've been back once. And,
they had a garden where we
oh, they did. There wasn't any garden there whenever I was
For years, they had one of the longest drag lines, they had gravel.
and I never wanted to go back. You know,
just trees growing up and everything closed in.
Yeah.
You know, we used to keep
Oh, clear back up to the land, yes.
He went out to, Newhall.
What about the big rock? Is it still there?
Yeah, that was behind the greenery, and I didn't think
What was the big rock?
just a great big rock
Tried
across
to
the creek.
Oh,
Came
huge
back
big
to
rock.
Redmond, but
We used to go there and crack nuts and play on it.
my other
Yeah,
uncle
it
was,
would be,
Almost as big as a kitchen with it.
builder and all that stuff, he had a
The
bunch
greenery was still there.
he had
Oh,
can I
all kinds of
fade?
stuff used over, like the D6s, D8s.
And that old red tree out there.
kind of stuff.
Well,
used to be that
oh my goodness, that is old.
Well, he took away the whole side of the hill down on the bay.
How long was that
Must
there?
be huge.
It's always been there that I
remember.
Turned apart.
Yeah, even when I was small.
Came into Lake Ontario.
used to have swings
Really,
and.
he crossed out for a song, and he went and dug away the whole hill.
Yeah, like I said, I
Now
don't
he
remember
was
seeing it,
exclusive
but once the
restaurant
last
there.
time
He
I
used
was
to live
there.
there. And also was a
There wasn't
restaurant.
quite that much growth
He made
around
quite a
there.
bit of money from that.
And the church was bigger.
When I was selling shovels, we had the lot.
It's been nice, and I'm glad that my kids see it, but
Oh, yes.
Mom, can I please fade?
fade out.
Yeah.
Okay, fade out for a while, we'll have Davey take some later.
Oh, yeah, they're blue balls.
Okay, or have you faded?
No.
Oh, you're in the process of fading.
So how long you been out of that? You've been retired for what? How long you been retired?
When did you move down here permanently to the farm?
2
How do you
years.
like it?
Be 2 years this fall.
You're home more?
Yeah.
Don't keep up with time very much
Well,
anymore.
of course, we lived in Clark, we used to come back here to the country, couple years
They
ago.
didn't have,
You own
they're
this
supposed
house?
to have the house
We owned this,
ready.
we left here.
We didn't have anything but plywood on the
Was
floor.
this your family home?
No,
There wasn't a
I
window
bought
in
it.
the house. It
when
had
we was married, in about 39.
Mom.
plywood over the, where they're taking out
My
the
father lived
Mom.
next house.
So we lived in a mess for a while.
And then when I went to Clark,
Could you turn it off?
43.
Wait, let me fade, let me
We
fade.
lived there until.
Well, I haven't quite finished.
Okay,
yet.
turn it
I've
off.
Wait for your face.
Turn it off.
got On the wall.
One thing, you don't have to worry about what you'll do.
As long as you got enough to keep you busy and enough to keep you beer and cigarettes, right?
And stay happy, that's the main
I'm gonna use
thing.
that restroom before I
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
Is
you're
that over here?
right there.
I don't think there's anybody in there. I think the
Oh,
boys
it's
just.
all
out here. The door.
I think we got them all here, yeah. Oh,
Hello, everybody. I'm recording.
Turn the light on now.
yeah, I got it.
There ain't much going
I'm
on.
sure, so glad you got to come.
Well, so am I, because I'm glad Aunt Ellis brought us here, because like my husband said, we would have been driving down that road and saying, are you sure we're going the right way? And we would have
Fading
turned
out.
around and got all lost.
Mom.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
TV,
All right,
we're fading.
absolutely.
Bye-bye.
I had no concern about her asking me to say hello.
Okay, well, if you turn and look at the camera, you can say hello now.
You can look at anybody. This is gonna be a one shot on you. This is not a two shot, this is not an establishing shot. This is just on you.
Go
This-
on, go.
This is your close-up.
My movie debut.
This is your movie,
Right?
exactly.
That's right.
Am I supposed to wave at?
That's good for starters,
That's
yeah.
whatever style. You say hi to your sissy. This is your older sister, right? So you gotta say hi to your older sister.
You notice that David is directing her through this?
Yeah.
We gotta get this
Do
right.
I get to go to Hollywood with you next?
You can jump in the back of that thing, and you can sit on top of the radio, like I said.
I thought maybe
And
you
we'll
was gonna
take-
put our heads on top.
We'll drive. Let me see. Do you think you can sleep on top of that radio? That's the tough part.
Hi, there's there's Emily.
There's Emily there.
We don't get Andrew, though. He's not here, is he?
Well, he's down in the cellar.
Oh, is he?
What you can do is call him up and say, hey, buddy, come on up.
There's Barbara.
Yes, Emily's also known as Barbara Jr.
Barbara Jr.
Barbara,
Yes.
Barbara feels a little rough today, but
And she smells worse.
This is not smell
This is not smell-o-vision.
Thank you, folks. That's something I've always wanted to preserve for posterity. We've been building the boulevard for Regatta the past 3 days.
You have a good reason there.
That's right. You gotta look a little.
He's coming up.
Is
He's
he?
been a big star this summer now.
Oh yeah, this is not his debut.
No.
He's a pro.
There he is. He's coming in now.
He's a pro, and there is Andrew. Say hello to all the folks you've never met before.
Oh, you're taping now.
Yeah, there's Stevie in glasses.
Oh, I thought you already
There you go. Hi, Linus. Right? See?
Yeah.
I'm prompting the kid now, but he's. Pull that thing down there.
What?
What is down by the lens? What do you got?
What is down by the lens?
Yeah, what's that?
This?
That strap. It's that strap.
It's not in front of the lens.
You sure?
I don't see it in the viewfinder.
Well, just pull it down anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand in front of the lens here. Is this
Yeah,
what you're talking
do it.
about?
Yeah, that thing.
It's not in front of the lens.
Okay. Well, just, you know,
Just checking.
All right.
just trying to make sure because
Doing a
everyone,
technical check here.
everyone looks so
Yeah.
good today. We don't want to
Here,
mess
look
them
through my
up.
glasses.
No,
Doing that.
no, I don't want to look through your glasses. Move, move, move.
And, here, get away, get away.
Right where? I don't think
Looks
it's
like
been
somebody worn was worn out.
And Andrew and his mother.
Let's get a good, let's get a close-up shot on Emily here.
Emily, there's a
Now, see how much Emily looks like Barbara.
There you go, just like
Yeah.
her. Except
Except with red hair.
Acts like her is the worst thing about her.
color hair. though.
She is my parents' revenge.
Yeah, I think my parents always wished children on me that were just like I was when I
There
was
you go. That's
You
it.
do? We have fun, don't we, Emily?
Well, I'll tell you, all the tales they told about Alma growing up,
Is that right?
Mike's little girl
Is another Alma,
is
huh?
Alma.
Yeah, you could tell some Alma stories here.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, you
Yeah, but would I be able to show this tape later, huh?
Yeah, we want to keep it so we can show it now.
Yeah. Or at least
That's
and
okay.
even show it to other people.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll just say this is a story from Shoe.
Yeah.
From Shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are the real
I hadn't heard that for a long time.
That's your nickname.
That's Aunt Wanda's nickname. Why, because you threw your shoes down the well?
When I was little, I was sitting out by the well, and I think I got mad. Mother told me to take my socks off so she could do the laundry, put them in the laundry. And the next thing they said they knew, I was sitting there dropping my shoes down the well. So I guess that's
How was the water after that?
well, I don't know.
All I can tell you is if Richard had dropped his shoes down the well, you wouldn't want to drink the water.
No.
That's what I'm gonna say. Of course, the teenage boy's shoes are different than,
I was just a little.
you just a little cutie, a little redhead.
Yeah.
Well, you and Al were both redheads then.
Yeah, Alma, are you a redhead now?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I heard.
It depends. It depends on how long it's been since she's been to the beauty parlor.
They're both redheads, I think.
I always like when people go in the beauty shop with mom and they say, whatever color that she uses, I want it. And they go, no color on that one.
That's a compliment, isn't it?
Well, I guess it is. I guess it is. But I had a strange lady walk up to me and ask me that. Said, "Can I ask you what color that you use? Because that's what I want." It was a little embarrassing to tell her, though, that, I mean, I knew she was going to feel bad. Didn't matter.
I'll just say 246, you know.
You know when I heard your mother talk, it reminds me of Alma. Just a little. Alma's is a little diluted, but she's got the full strength West Virginia accent.
Of course.
Alma's got a little bit of that Tucson, a little bit too long.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of
Yeah.
But you got a pretty good accent. Yours isn't quite as.
When I was learning to talk, we lived in Wheeling.
Well, that's
Had
why you
more,
talk.
which really had more of a Pennsylvania, Ohio kind of
Yeah,
influence.
you got a little bit of a Yankee accent.
A little bit. Because we used to walk around and we used to tease Mom. We'd say, Mom, what time is it? Instead of what time is it? You know, or fine, or, you know, fine.
My kids, you know, they listen to my wife here, and I guess Elmer, or whatever, they come home and they say, ma'am, and I say, now what are you talking that way for? Oh, what are you?
Say house.
Hound or house or hey, wait a minute here, you know, I'm from New York, you know, that's on my way.
I have more of the northern influence, my brother had more of the southern influence. So we used to razz Mike and Mom all the time. Dad. But well, then when Mike went to school, he went to school in Richmond, Virginia. As soon as he graduated, that really helped that southern drawl. And then he moved to Texas. I'm not sure if he's learned how to speak